hear that the lawyers from Ireland? Okay, probably an idiot.
Hey, welcome to Mack's trial. Not trial, it's not trial. Welcome to Mack's courthouse. What brings you in today?
You want a full reference number? 646.
You are aware that this is a courthouse, right? We don't carry. Security, take him away, please. Let's go, nerd. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Dude, stop fighting it, dude. Stop fighting. Hey, welcome in. Sorry, I'm a little flustered. What brings you in today?
You want a full reference number? 646.
Bro, again, bro. We don't have any money. Listen, we're a court. We're 2 times in a row. I need a better job. Security. I need a better job. I can't with this anymore, man. I gotta go home. Let's go, nerd. Come on. Let's go. Dude, stop fighting it, dude. Stop fighting. Hey, welcome in. Sorry, I'm a little flustered. What brings you in today?
You want a full reference?
Yes, the long-awaited mistrial. Okay, what was your name? Which chat? Okay, I think I found the list. Let me check. Give me 1 second. Okay, I think you're on the list here somewhere. Hold up. Yes, Mr. Chat, you are all set. Yes, sir. It'll be on that door on the right. I hope whatever you want to happen happens. Have a great day. Yeah, go ahead and go inside. You're good. Good.
You want a full reference? 646.
Wait a second. You look familiar. Do I know you from somewhere? That's right. That's right. I remember. Listen, that was a great time. But after the trial, me and some boys are gonna be downstairs. You know, we're gonna have some goods. You know what I'm saying? Downstairs. If you wanna come, I'm gonna stop by after the trial. But it is about to start, so you better get in there. But just let me know. Rain check. All right. All right. Get in there.
Hello? Hello? Is this thing on? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me, chat? Hello? Hello, everybody? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Welcome, everybody, to stream. Hope you're having a wonderful day today. Welcome to the trial. Max is not tough. Okay, Oglecki, shut up. I'm going to ban you too, okay? You want to join Mitt on this? Okay, shut up, Oglecki. Nobody likes you. Sorry. Anyways, hope you're having a great day today. Welcome, everybody, to stream. Welcome to the courthouse. Hope you enjoyed your little trashy Dollar Tree choose your own adventure. Today is court day. Yes, we've all brought you here today to not celebrate, but all endure court together as we go along with the court case of Mr. Mitt versus Little Land. It's gonna be a great time. We have some guests to welcome here today. Of course, you have your beloved and wonderful. 1 second, pause. Nobody move. Wait, I forgot. I accidentally banned someone on accident. Okay. Welcome, everybody. Turtle. Hello, Turtle. You are the prosecution. Say hello. Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Turtle is the prosecution today who's going to be prosecuting Mr. Mitt today. You know, he went through great length of research, studying. He even went to law school in order to show up today and be able to do this court case. How are you doing today, Turtle?
Harvard. I'm doing well.
Harvard is crazy, first of all. Harvard is actually wild. Oops. 1 second. Oops. 1 second. I'm showing off everything.
I feel a little bit of evidence there.
Hello. Turtle, how's your day going though? All together.
It's going great. How's yours?
I can't complain. It's going pretty good. Having to get dressed up for court today though was not a joyous experience. It's already super hot in here. It's gonna be terrible.
I bet.
But I need to introduce the rest of the people. So Turtle, if you could just hold tight, I greatly appreciate that. And on the defense side, of course, you know him as Mitt's #1 best friend in the entire world. Not actually, but Goon is the defense attorney today. English is hard. Goon, say hello.
Hello.
How are you doing today, Goon?
Oh, I'm doing very good.
Good. How's your confidence?
I'm about to win this case.
You think you're about to win this case?
My confidence? Yes,
Yeah.
My confidence. It's I'll plead the fifth.
Okay, Goon, here's the thing. You're not the person supposed to be pleading the fifth. That's Mitt. You know, the guy that's on trial. Actually, you're the lawyer. I need you to like be honest and straight up with everything that you say today. Okay.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
I understand.
Does that make sense? And of course, we have our beloved jury over here on my left and your right. First up, we have Stars. Stars is one of our jury members today. I decided to use only my wonderful Discord helper role people. Everyone in the Discord that has a Discord helper role, which is Stars. And of course, you know him. He's your favorite, Mr. CJ. We also have Lucas as well. He's not here currently, but he might be popping in later. We don't know. We'll see. But right now, our jury consists of Stars and CJ. They are to have a completely unbiased opinion on this court case and a completely unbiased, they're just not biased. Okay, bear with me. They're unbiased, okay? And they will be our jury today. They'll be listening to all the evidence. They'll be consuming it, understanding it, hopefully coming up with a decision today. We don't have to push this down to day 2 because that would be unfortunate. That would be a really sad day, and I'd probably cry myself to sleep every night for the rest of my life. And of course, we must do it. We must introduce our defendant. You know him as Mitt the Banished. Mitt, this is your one chance to say hello. Say hello, Mitt.
Hey.
That is the voice of Mitt. All right, go and remute. Remute now. That's all. That's all I needed. Okay, that is in fact Mitt. He is in call today. He is the one we are judging. As you might say, because I'm a judge. A little judge reference. Call this Judge Judy, but what would it be? It'd be like Mr. Judge Mack. It just doesn't have a ring to it. But yes, Mitt isn't fortunate. Not for. You know what? I'm not gonna stop talking now. Hope y'all are having a great day today. Welcome to stream, everybody. Like I said, this is the Mitt court hearing here today. I am your judge, Little Mac Live. Today I'm Big Mac because I'm big up on this chair like a man. Get over it and suck it up. Hello. Hey, you should let me join. Jones, who even are you, bro? I'm just kidding. Gamer Wolf, hello. Stellingtons, hello. Crazy Turtle Boy, hello. Hey, Turtle. Big-ish, hello. Welcome to stream, everybody. Welcome. Poll Map Bot, what's up, bot? Hello, welcome. I put a lot of effort into this trial, y'all. Listen, we put so much time. Turtle has put hours of work into this. Goon has put like 20 minutes of work into this. I put hours of work into this.
Hey.
And Mitt himself has clearly, with all the evidence we have today against Mitt, has put plenty of time into this trial himself, not even knowing it. So this should be interesting today. So we do have a list of events how we're going to go about this. We are going to be looking at evidence. We are going to be talking to witnesses. We are going to be getting testimonies from people involved. I am going to be a moderator today. I am not going to insert my opinion where it is not necessary. I do have opinions, and I might share them if I'm feeling lucky. But I will try my best to keep myself completely unbiased in the situation as I'm the judge. And of course, our jury is unbiased as well. And then we have our lovely, beautiful, amazing lawyers as well. So it should be a good time. But we do have a strict schedule we have to stay by. But first, before we get into anything, who here, with a raise of hands, type 1 in chat if you think Mitt should be banned, and a 2 in chat if you think he shouldn't be banned. I'm kind of curious on the waters of Twitch chat how their 3 is crazy. How they're feeling about Mitt's banishment. He's been banned for what, 6 months now? Mitt, you can talk. Mitt, how long have you been banned for, man?
I believe around like 6 months.
6 months ish. Okay. Goon,
Almost
Goon,
there.
how long has your client been banned?
I believe what he's saying is true.
About 6 months. Okay, that's good. It's good to be on the same page with your client. That's definitely a big thing. Am I right, Turtle?
Oh.
Am I?
Not so professional.
Am I right?
Not.
Ooh. Okay.
His brain turned off. I don't know.
Turtle, you
That's
there, man?
about.
You there? Little turtle boy. Looks like Turtle's AFK right now. Turtle is being a bad lawyer. Not even responding to the judge is wild. Ignoring the judge, that's dock a point. Jury, I'd like to be seen that Turtle gets docked a point for lack of effort. That has nothing to do with Mitt, just against his credit score.
My mic disconnected. Thank you.
Okay. Your credit score just went down 20 points though. So
My credit score?
yeah, that's
My
how
credit
that's
score?
what judges do, don't they? They block, like they mess with credit scores.
All right, I'll have trouble getting a loan after this
Yeah,
trial, but
you're
that's
getting
fine.
no loans after this. It's Jover for you. But the first thing that I want to start with today, the first thing as the judge here, guys, I just want to be known. This is a quiet court, which means if you're the person who is to be talking, you are the person to be talking. No one else should be interrupting my courthouse. Does everybody understand? Can I get a yes from anyone who is listening?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes? All right. Thank you very much. All right.
Yes.
Thank you, CJ. All right. So with that being said, I am going to turn the mic over to Mr. Turtle, who is going to explain what exactly the accusations against Mr. Mitt versus Little Land is. And then we will go from there. First thing, I need to swear in Turtle, though. Turtle, I need to swear you in. Okay. Hold on, I didn't add the Bible to this picture. Give me 1 second. Hold on, image. 1 second. We got to add the Bible. There's the Bible. Oh, that's a big Bible. Okay, we have to do the swearing in process, Turtle. Swearing in process. Have you ever done the swearing in process before?
I am a qualified lawyer. Of course I have.
Good. So, if you repeat after me. I, Turtle, swear by everything in the universe and to God and everyone watching that I'll tell the truth, and nothing but simply the truth. Go ahead and say that.
All right. I, Turtle, swear by Twitch chat, the whole universe, and God that I will tell nothing but the truth, and the whole truth. Or something like that.
Yep, that was perfect. And then say I do at the end.
I do.
Now we're married. All right, Turtle, if you would please,
Yay!
please go ahead and explain the accusations against Mr. Mitt today.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we are here today to bring justice to the fine citizens of our Minecraft server, a once peaceful land now tainted by the relentless chaos of one man, Mr. Mitt. The evidence against this man you will soon see is definitive and abundant. The charges brought against him are as follows. 1. Breaking every rule on the precious Discord server known as Little Land. 2. Ban evasion through a fake account. And most importantly, being annoying.
Yes.
Objection.
You can't just Goon. You can't just say objection. What are you, Goon? What are you objecting? What are you objecting?
That's totally opinion based. That's not a fact.
What about that is not a fact?
Are you agreeing with him?
I'm not agreeing with him. I just want to know where you're at in this.
Someone being annoying is not a fact. It's a opinion.
I'll let it stand.
Proof?
I'll let it stand. All right, Goon.
Exactly.
Goon. Now it is your turn to explain. First of all, without evidence, you're exactly everything he just said. What your plea is and what you're trying to get today.
So, or really just Mitt, we're pleading not guilty over insanity, and honestly, just people not being really cool. I guess, overreacting. I guess.
So,
But
so your plea is that he's not guilty because one, he's crazy, and two, people are overreacting. That's your plea.
with the right tools, the
Mhm.
right training, and the right help
Mhm.
that he desperately needs, we can reform Mitt into a better one.
Hang on, let me breathe. Hang on. So,
What is so funny?
so your plea is that you think you can make Mitt a better person and properly put him back into society is what you're saying. You're saying that he doesn't deserve to be permanent banned, but he needs just some rehabilitation period in order to return back to Liland. Is that what you're saying?
Yes,
Okay.
possibly like some community service time or something else
Mhm.
that we can probably try to work out.
Okay.
I definitely think a lifetime ban would be too harsh.
You think that'd be too harsh? Okay. And that is your statement?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, we have an objection from the
Hello, this guy, man.
from the accuser. Was your objection, Turtle?
You didn't swear Goon in.
Oh, I did not swear. Goon, we have to redo all of it. I didn't swear you in. None of that was true. None of that is like on God. Hang on. Wait. We have to swear you in. One second. Goon, all that could have been lies and tainted by deceit and despair and sin. We must swear you in. Pause. Nobody move. I see people moving in the crowd. No, y'all move, chat. Don't move. All right, Goon, repeat after me.
Okay.
I, Goon,
Goon,
the Gooniest,
the gooniest,
son of the highest Gooner,
son of the highest gooner,
swear on my life, everyone here, God above, and my future children,
swear on everything,
and ramen,
and ramen,
that I will tell the truth,
that I will tell the truth,
the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
and nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Was your hand raised during that?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. And now repeat your statement, please, so that now it can be on record that you are promising that this is the truth. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Cool. Very nice. Love to hear it. All right. This is the part where I'm going to call on Mitt. Okay. Before we get into the evidence, any proofs or anything like that, I'm going to call on Mitt. Mitt, don't talk yet. I have to swear you in first. I'm going to call you up here on the stage as a witness of the events firsthand, and I want you to tell me your plea and what you want to get out of this. Okay? Does that make sense? You can say yes now.
Yes.
All right. Raise your left hand, put your right hand on the Bible.
Mhm.
Okay. Repeat after me. I, Mr. MYT,
I, Mr. MYT,
promise on all of my life,
promise on all of my life,
all the life of my loved ones,
on life of my loved ones.
my friends,
Can you repeat that?
my friends,
My friends,
and ever going on a date again
and ever going on a date again,
or finding another lover,
or finding another lover,
that I'll tell the truth,
that I will tell the truth,
the whole truth,
the whole truth,
and on God for real, for real.
and on God for real,
Don't laugh, it's
real,
not
for
funny.
real,
Nothing but the truth.
and nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you. You are now sworn in, and you may speak. Mitt, what is your claim today? What do you want out of this? And tell me exactly how you're feeling.
Well, at the current moment, I'm feeling a little stressful, but I would like to plead guilty because I am aware of everything I have done,
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
but I have reasons for what I have done due to my insanity.
So you're
And I,
pleading insanity, but that you did everything.
yes,
What is the evidence? So not the evidence, but what is the outcome you are looking for today?
I'm looking for the jury and all the audiences slash Twitch chat to allow me to work on myself so I could eventually come back into the server with open arms.
You have the open arms, or chat has the open arms?
They have the open arms.
Okay, just make sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Turtle, you have an objection?
I disagree.
You disagree.
Your Honor, can I have a? Can I step outside with Mitt real quick?
Yes, you may step outside with Mitt real quick. You have 30 seconds. Anyways, chat, I hope you're having a great day today. Yes, this is Mitt versus Little Land today. This is a trial that's going on. Of course, we have Goon as your accuser, or what do you call you? What? Not Goon, Turtle. What are you called? You're the prosecutor?
Prosecutor.
Turtle is
Yeah.
the prosecutor today. Of course, we have our jury, Stars, Lucas, and CJ, and then Goon is going to be our defense attorney defending Mitt. Straight off the bat, we have some strange things going on. We already got people being pulled out of chat to be spoken to. Goon is wanting to yell insanity. He's trying to claim insanity and that none of that actually happened. Turtle is trying to confirm that he does deserve to be banned permanently. I am curious on how this is gonna go today, especially after what we just witnessed. Some crazy turn of events that were unexpected. Goon, would you allow Mitt to return to the stand?
Yes.
Okay, Mitt, are you there?
Yes,
All right.
I am.
I hope whatever happened went well out there and you understood everything and you listened to your lawyer. For the love of God, please listen to your lawyer.
Yes, sir.
I hope you're having a great day today, first of all. Now, you said that you wanted an opportunity, just to make sure that we all heard it clearly, to change.
Yes.
Okay. Let me ask you this real quick. Just for man to man. What have you been doing for the last 6 months?
For the last 6 months, I have been working on myself to become a better citizen of Little Land
Mm-hmm.
and hopefully be able to come back into the server and people wouldn't hate me and want me banned like it currently is.
So you want to come back to change, or you want to come back to prove that you've changed?
To prove that I have changed.
Okay, because originally you said
So
you
that-
want to come back so you can change, and I was like, "What have you been doing for 6 months?" I'm just want to clarify that to make sure that's what I heard correctly, and the jury understands exactly what you meant, not what you said. So we can all agree you have changed, and you want to come back to prove that.
Yes.
Okay, just making sure I heard it correctly. Thank you, Mitt. We're gonna turn it over to the lawyers now. If you could just sit down quietly and content until later on when I'll call on you again. Okay.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you much. Thank you much. I didn't say thank you, but okay. All right. All right. Very nice. Very nice. Any comments or concerns by my lawyers on that testimony?
Yeah. May I request Clarification on what their plea is?
Goon,
I didn't get that at all.
can you repeat one more time what
Non-guilty.
your plea exactly is?
Non-guilty in the hopes that we can get some community service instead of a permanent lifetime ban.
Okay. So you want not guilty with community service.
Yes.
So why
And
are
then
we
decide
doing
how
community
long.
service if he's not guilty?
Because, oh, geez, you got a point. I didn't think this through.
Bribery.
So you okay, let me fix this for you, Goon.
Okay.
He's not guilty because of insanity, but even though those actions may have happened, he still needs to pay for them with community service, but it's not his fault because of his mental illness. That's what your claim is.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Very good. Nice, clear that out. Make sure everyone understands. To let the jury be known, not guilty because of insanity. They are pleading for community service as payments for the mistakes that were made. And Turtle, your claim is they deserve to be permabanned because they broke so many rules. Is that correct?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
Very good. Very good. Now we can move on to the fun part of this trial today. First thing I want to say before we get into that, though, is Mr. Mitt, don't talk back. You're staying quiet. Mr. Mitt, I appreciate you showing up today to this trial. I worked really hard to make sure this trial happened for you. If you don't get unbanned, then this entire trial was a giant waste of time. I'll be slightly upset at Goon, and Goon will also be. I'm just kidding. You won't be banned. That's a joke. But yeah. Okay. So, anyways, moving on. We are now going to move on to the next part of the trial, where we're going to start presenting evidence. Our lawyers are going to come up here, to the stand, and they're going to be presenting some evidence, to prove their point. We are going to be starting with Turtle, and we are going to be showing his evidence first. And then we'll give an opportunity for Goon to talk about that evidence and negate that evidence and put an opinion on it. And then we'll go back to Turtle to show more evidence until we get through all of Turtle's evidence. And then we're going to swap over to Goon. And Goon will show an evidence. We'll have some rebuttaling from Turtle's side. And then if Goon really wants Mitt to comment on something, he can allow Mitt to comment as a witness of his own mistakes. And that's how we get through the evidence process of this trial. Does everyone in chat understand how this is going to work? Does Goon and Turtle understand how this is going to work?
I understand.
Of course. Graduated from Harvard.
You did graduate from Harvard. Goon, what kind of law stuff do you have to be representing Mitt?
So it's called Have you ever heard of the place known as the internet?
I have heard
magical
of the
place.
That's a choice of words, but okay, go on.
So basically, essentially, there's these websites where you can watch these videos that show you how to be a lawyer. What it truly means to be a lawyer.
So you watch TikTok Lawyer, and you think you know everything, and you can cover from it.
I never said it was from TikTok.
Where was it from?
A very legitimate professional site.
Yeah, what was the name of the site, Goon, that you decided to get your lawyer certification from?
It might be a tube of sorts.
A tube.
And
you got it from a tube. You got your. Who let this guy in the courthouse? This is what I'm. Mitt, you chose this guy who watched YouTube in order to be your lawyer to combat against someone who graduated from Harvard and got his lawyer's degree.
Imagine if I win against him, though, which I am going to. I'm gonna be so
That would
honest.
be insane.
This is true. This is true.
It would make for so much great publicity, and I can promote my products.
Wait, hang on, Goon. You're. You're this is a publicity stunt for you. So you became his lawyer to get on my stream, so then you could you can promote your products in front of an audience. Is the whole goal of this?
Well, not
Mitt. This is the man you chose to represent you. Mitt.
Not just that.
Crap.
Not just that.
Go on.
It's also because Mitt's a close friend of mine, and I decided to help a brother out. Watch like a quick 5-minute YouTube video.
5 minute. You watched a 5-minute. Goon. I appreciate your efforts. Having the courage to come in here with next to zero experience and combat a Harvard graduate is honestly, that's impressive. I appreciate the courage.
15-second unskippable ads too.
The
Honestly.
15-second unskippable ads, those go crazy. Honestly, the courage to get through those ads, you know, to get here today is more than my granddad had to go through to get to school. And we know he went through 8 mountains, 14 blizzards, and 8 volcanoes. So, all in all, you're doing great things here. I appreciate your effort coming here to defend Mitt. I'm sure Mitt does too. And I hope for both of you, Turtle and Goon, that whatever your outcome is that you are presenting today, that well, I hope it's in your favor, and whoever may, yeah, this is gonna be great. Okay. Anyways, moving on. Turtle, are you ready to present your first piece of evidence?
You're gosh darn right I am.
All right, go and drop
All
your
right.
spill. Tell me when you want to show the evidence, and then you can chat about it.
I would like to show Exhibit A, please.
Exhibit A.
Awesome. So, as you can see in Exhibit A, there's a I'll read it out for you guys. Lexi, a esteemed server moderator, says, "Why do you not listen, Mish? Come on, man." Mitt replies, "I don't know why." Lexi says back, "You can do it." Mr. Mitt replies, "I wish, but I never did like rules." Now, who but a rule breaker would not like rules? You can see in his message that he has broken rules before, with Lexi calling him out. Not only that, but he also chooses in this conversation to, instead of saying, "Yeah, I'll follow them in future," just says he doesn't like rules. That's not good person behavior right there. And you can see below, Chloe, another esteemed server moderator, says that Mish in VC admitted to breaking almost every rule in the server. Every rule is too many rules. And that is all.
Very good. Thank you, Turtle. Goon, would you like to negate this provided evidence today?
Well, to be fair, we're gonna be really honest. How was that proof? Just because someone might have said something, there's no real evidence. At the end of the day, it's just what really happened, what really went down. Maybe Mitt was in the wrong crowd. Maybe he just didn't feel like following the rules. Maybe he just wanted to go home, hop on Little Land, and just have fun. But no, people just always just want to hate on him for no reason. No reason at all.
Is that all you have to say about this first
Boo!
provided piece of evidence? Is that all you have to say, Goon, today about this evidence?
I mean, it's little evidence, so requires little comment.
Oh, Turtle.
It's so much evidence.
It is nothing compared to what I have. You weren't
No.
ready.
Hold on. In the little evidence piece that I showed you there, not only did Mitt admitted to
You had
breaking.
somebody said that he was. You don't have his actual
No.
quotes.
I have Mitt saying that, like Mitt saying he broke a rule, and also saying that he doesn't like rules. Rule breakers don't like rules, and rule followers like rules.
Rule breakers don't exactly mean when you don't. Okay, hold on. People don't like rules all the time. Like, for example, like let's just say like this president puts certain laws and policies on certain things. They may not like the rules. That doesn't mean that they're a rule breaker. That just means like they just don't like rules. Don't like the dumb rules that they put on everybody.
Well, why would Lexi give out to Mitt for breaking rules if Mitt hadn't done anything wrong?
Please just move on.
All right. So to make this go by a little bit smoother, Turtle, whenever you're done presenting your evidence and you're ready to move on to Goon's turn, if you could please finish off with "That is all, Your Honor." Same for you, Goon. Whenever you're done with your turn, "That is all, Your Honor," and that will be the cutoff and the end, so I know that we can actually move on. Of course, this after talk is totally okay. It's just so that I can know to move forward to the next section, if that makes sense. Thank you very much. All right. So we're going on to our second evidence from Mr. Crazy Turtle Boy 7. Turtle, take it away.
All right, I'd like to make things more interesting and call forward my first witness.
Oh, calling forward a witness today. Here we go. Things are about to get spicy, chat. Things are about to get spicy. Who do you like to call forward today?
I would like to call forward Emma, also known as Dirt Girl.
Emma Dirt Girl is who you're calling for today. I shall bring them in. All right. Emma, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes. All right. Before we talk, first thing I need to do is I'm going to swear you in, okay?
Okay.
All right. Put your right hand on the Bible, left hand up. So repeat after me. I, Emma Dirt Girl,
I am a dirt girl.
promise to tell the truth,
Promise to tell the truth,
the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Very nice. Thank you very much. You can put your hand down. All right, Turtle, take it away.
All right, so Emma, are you aware of this Mr. Mish that is on trial today?
Yes, I am.
And in your opinion, is this Mr. Mitt annoying?
Um, from the little bits I've heard from him, I'd say he is a quite bit irritating. Yes.
All right, and have you ever had any interactions with this Mr. Mitt on the server before?
Um, not directly. I've been in the server at the same time as him, but no.
I see.
Interesting.
And on how about the Minecraft server?
I've
Have you interacted before on the Minecraft server rather than the Discord?
no, we have not.
Mm.
Wow. All right. Not what she said earlier. Um, this isn't going well for us.
But wow. So we have not directly interacted. However, I had logged onto the server earlier, the Minecraft server, and sorry, this is really hard for me to talk about. I had walked over to my house, and I see something. So, for a little context, I had just gotten a new dog. I named him Gibby, and he was a striped wolf. I've wanted one for a while and traveled all the way to the wooded Badlands to find him. Once I got him and named him, I logged off. Um, First time I came back, or today, I saw a sign and a chest outside my house. And it said, I can't believe what this said. It said, LOL freaking loser, ugly mutt. And there was a dash under it, and it said Mitt. And the chest by the sign, it had Gibby's remains, a bone, and dog meat. I'm extremely heartbroken by this because I've wanted this dog for a very long time,
I can't imagine how hard
and
that is for you.
when I finally get one, Mitt kills him.
Wow. Well, jury and honorable judge of the course, well, that can only tell us one thing about Mitt's character: that he is a dog murderer and an awful person. That is all.
Is there any? Do you want me to show an image on screen now, Turtle?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Is number 6?
If you need the proof. Yes.
Here is the image that was provided today. to show you guys what they are speaking of today. Here's an image on the left. You can see LOL freaking loser ugly mutt dash mitt next to a chest, and beside that is a chest open with dog meat and a bone. This is allegedly the image that was shown, that was found today by the beloved Emma here today. Anything else you would like to say to this witness turtle?
Nope, that is all.
All right, Goon, it's your turn to approach the stand and interview our witness here today.
All right. So, where was this chest and sign located exactly?
It was located right in front of my home.
Okay. Is your home relatively close or far from spawn?
Um, um, I'm not exactly sure how far it is from spawn. I'd
You're not
assume a little bit
sure,
farther,
or
but
are you
I'm
faking it? Do you not
um
own a house in the little Mac server, or are you just lying for Turtle
I
that
in
he can
fact
just
do own a house.
fib his way?
I'm not lying. I in fact
Goon, your turtle, your objection?
she's
Speculation? She just keeps saying she's a liar?
I let it stand. Keep going, Goon.
Or are you really just a person that just wants to help Turtle out and just go on?
I'm not. I'm in
How
fact I as you can see in the background of those photos, that is my home.
are you lagging or
Any more
no?
questions, Goon?
So you said you have no interactions with Mick, correct?
No, I'm not.
Okay, so
Not any direct
why
ones.
why would he do it then?
I
What's
have
his
not
motive?
spoken to him directly. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. I don't know why
Don't
he
you
would
think
do something
it's
like
a
that.
little odd that he would even know who your dog is when it should be claimed and probably hidden away somewhere?
All of
Or-
my dogs, they're like they're not really hidden, I'd say. It's
But they
kind of
are
common
inside your
sense
home.
not to kill one of my dogs. Yes.
Okay. Still, it's claimed, so I don't see
Not
how
all
he
of
could
them. There was one outside.
one outside. I'm
And the
guessing
one
this
that
is
was
outside your
outside
fence.
was in fact Gibby.
Okay. No further questions. That's all.
All right, very nice. Emma, thank you very much for coming in here and being a witness for Turtle today. We greatly appreciate you coming out. I know that coming to courts like this can be a tough time for everybody, and it can be really stress inducing. But you have the courage to come here and stand and speak your truth. It speaks volumes for your character. So me and the entire court greatly
Thank
appreciate
you.
you coming out today. Thank you, Emma.
Thank you.
All right. Now, moving on to our next piece of evidence. That is how I would like the rest of the witnesses to go along as we invite other witnesses in here. We stay calm, we stay collected, and we just speak the truth and nothing but the truth. So help us God. Am I right, boys? Can I get a big W in chat? All right. Moving on, Turtle. Are you ready to present your next piece of evidence against Mitt?
Indeed, I am. I would like to present Exhibit B.
Exhibit B. Alrighty, it is on the screen now.
As you can see in Exhibit B, you know what? it felt awkward reading out the DMs by myself last time. Can we get one of our jury or something to be a voice actor for one of them? Anyone want to step forward? Maybe the judge himself.
For the sake of fairness, I'm going to restrain from letting the jury speak at this time, but I will come in here and you want me to speak all of it or just certain lines?
You can be Mr. Mitt in this scenario.
Okay. Whenever you're ready.
All right, as you can see in Exhibit B, Little Mac Live, the one and only, says, "Now tell me about Killer Sands." And for those of you that don't know, Killer Sands was an account made by Mitt to join the server and avoid his ban after he had been voted to be banned at a live stream.
And Mr. Mitt responded
Mr.
with, okay, so I know if I tell you the truth, I won't come back. But I made the account so I can be around the people who make me happy. And I'll be okay never speaking to any of those guys again.
So, as you can see there, Mitt openly admits to making this fake account to ban evade. Kind of a dick move. Anyway, another one, Turtle 2.0, me, says, "They know who you are. Just don't admit it or they will permaban you." And then Mitt responds with,
What do you mean?
"No, that is in direct contradiction with him previously admitting to the, ban evading. This shows not only is he someone who just breaks the rules all the time, constantly ban evading, but he also is a liar to his closest friends." I was very close at the time, trust me. That is all.
Alrighty. And Goon, how do you like to address the evidence? Goon?
Sorry. I was whispering to my client.
Yep, go ahead.
Mitt, would you like to take this one?
Pause. Before you make any type of decision here, okay? You're letting your client, the defendant, defend himself on this evidence because you think you can't handle it, or because you think they're gonna have a better job defending themselves than you. What's the process here? Just so that we're all understanding, you're choosing to let the defendant talk again.
I'm choosing to let him talk because it's his words and it's his emotions. I feel like he can best express that more than anyone can. Because at the end of the day, it's only him in his mind, only him making these choices and only him choosing these. However, I will pull him out if he acts up. So
Goon, do you approve of this decision by the defense?
Yes.
Turtle, are you okay with the defendant, the defense being Mitt for this next this evidence?
I mean, last time he was out, he almost killed his entire case. So I'm delighted with this, actually.
This is true.
interesting.
Well, Mitt, you are now on stand. How would you like to address this evidence that was brought forward
Your
to you?
Honor, I would like to say,
You're not talking to me.
how are
You're
we
not talking to me.
aware? Oh,
You're talking to the jury. The jury is your lifeline
right.
right now. I don't matter in this scenario. I'm here to make sure everything's going according to plan. You need to make sure you're respecting the jury and their decision because they have you in their hands right now and your future. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you were addressing the jury.
Jury, I would like to say, how are we aware that these happened on the same exact day? Because I sent that image that I sent that when I was typing. Let me start again. Let me rephrase. I sent that image to Turtle. That image where I was talking to Mack. I sent him that image. Oh my god. Okay. I sent him that image because I wanted to be around the people who who cared and respected me and made me happy. I wanted to be around the people who made me feel like a better person inside. So, I made the account. Just for that. I will admit,
Preach.
I will admit, I'm fully in the wrong for that. Yes. but it was just so I could hang out with my friends who'd made me feel better about myself. That would be all.
Turtle, please approach the stand.
Do I gotta like question him?
Yes, because he has presented himself as the defendant on this. You can ask questions.
All right, cool. So your whole thing that you were saying there had really nothing to do with the evidence. You just kept saying how you want to become a better person. How is that in any way related to the evidence that I just showed?
I plead the fifth.
Wow,
Goon,
it shows a lot about your
Goon, please approach
character.
the stand.
Okay.
Are you sure? Do you want to allow him to go on up here, or would you like to ask him a question, or do you want him to return to his seat?
Um, I would. I would like Mitt to return.
All right. Before you go, Mitt, I would like to ask a question just for clarification for the sake of the jury. So you are saying that you did in fact make the alt account to ban evade, but the reason behind that was so that you could be around the friends who you thought actually cared about you, who were in my server that you got banned from.
Yes.
And then you lied to Turtle to protect yourself from it getting out that was in fact you hiding behind a mask.
Well, the thing is, Turtle kind of already knew, but he wanted to defend me because he wanted me in the server at that time.
I understand. Thank you very much. You may return to your
You're
seat.
welcome.
All right, all right, all right. If there are no other further questions regarding that evidence, we'll move on to our next piece of evidence from Turtle. Turtle, are you ready?
I am 100% ready. I would like to present Exhibit C.
Exhibit C is on the screen now.
All right. So it's a bit jumbled, a bit squashed, but these are 3 testimonies from members of the server that have interacted with Mint before. You may notice as I read these that all of them are negative, which is sad to see, but it also shows the position, not the position, the way the people of the server see Mint. Chloe, a respected and esteemed server moderator, said, Mitt has been known to cause chaos where chaos is not needed. As a witness, I have seen him break a large variety of server rules, heard him admit to breaking rules, as well as creating a fake account to evade his ban. On these grounds, I stand for Mitt to be banned. Jax, a regular server member, but highly respected, said, yeah, fuck no. If he made claims of breaking every rule and has proof of that, and then on top of that, making people uncomfortable, he 100% deserves the ban. And then Lix, one of our best Minecraft server players on the server, said, I, Lix, agree with the prosecution on the fact that the defense, Mr. Mitt, should remain banned. The defense has committed several acts against the community, including, but not limited to, disruption of stream, useless commentary in the Discord, harassment or spamming both DMs and publicly, and overall just being an annoyance to both you and everyone around you. It really shouldn't even be a question on why he's banned, let alone if we should unban him. Min has already been banned and unbanned before, yet to this day he remains unable to chat in the Discord. And my point with this is that he is a repeat offender. He's been given a second and third already. Why does he deserve a fourth chance? Thank you for your time. I have no further statements. That is all, Your Honor.
Thank you, Turtle. Goon, comments on this piece of evidence.
Actually, I do. So, all of these people that you're, well, at least most of these people are high ranking officials that feel so out of touch with the common man that I feel like they don't understand personally what it is every single day to go into the server and just chat with your friends on the general VCs and playing the Minecraft server world. So they're just looking through this through a perspective which would otherwise be more like less human, less everything. They don't see the what really goes behind on what they don't see. Sorry, I'm stuttering. They don't see what happens really on the server. They see reports. They just see this, they see that, but they don't go deep into it. They just see what's happening and they quickly act. But I don't think Mitt is. I feel like they're just criminalizing him more than anything. Honestly,
Would you like to see the evidence again?
yes, please.
It was C, correct, Turtle?
Yeah.
Okay, this is the evidence that we have. Your officials that you're referring to are Chloe, Jax, and Lix.
Can someone remind me who Jax is?
Jax is.
Yeah, I can remind you.
Why did you
Chloe-
have to object to
Let me
that?
do that
Why do you
every
have to
time.
object to say yes? Okay. What does that matter like anything
I
at
would
all?
like to sue you for hurting my ears.
Anyway, Chloe is a server moderator on the Discord. Jax is of no moderation status. She's just like a VIP, good Samaritan. And then Lix is mainly active on the Minecraft server, but also again no moderator status.
Okay.
Okay. So we're gonna ignore Lex here for a second. Is Jax an official VIP of the server, or
Yes.
is he just
Jax is in fact an official VIP on Twitch and on Discord. And they have been around for probably 2.5 to 3 years.
All right, thank you. So Chloe and Jax, right? We're gonna ignore Lix for this. So Chloe is a well-known moderator for Lil Mack, and she's known for running a lot of the different stuff and events, and just overall just moderation going on. So she has to handle a lot of different problems and issues all the time, right? And Mitt popping up one day and him doing bad stuff, doing, well, quote unquote bad stuff, and rule breaking and doing all these other actions. She's just looking at this like, okay, we need to ban this guy because he obviously doesn't get it. And well, technically it isn't, I wouldn't say it's a wrong way of thinking. I would definitely say that it isn't, okay, it isn't technically wrong to think that way because I understand that you have a lot of other moderation stuff to do, but in this certain scenario, I definitely feel like they just completely ignored his actual needs and just decided to ban him because of some simple issues that could have been resolved.
Can you expand on those needs for me real quick?
The needs of sorry. The needs of
The Mitt's needs,
just
yeah.
having someone the basically, but the needs of just having someone to talk to and having someone that actually cares for him a lot.
Mhm. Okay.
And I think that is all, unless you have any questions.
All right. Thank you very much, Goon.
I like that phrase you used earlier, problems and issues. Mitt is problems and issues, and therefore should not be in the server.
Anything you have to say against that?
You
Goon?
gonna respond to that sick burn?
Are you gonna respond to me slapping you?
Ho, 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 calm down, calm down.
Assault.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Assault.
The aggression is unnecessary, and I do not accept that here in my courtroom. Do you understand, Goon?
He is criminalizing my client, Your Honor.
He might be
Come
criminalizing
on,
your
man.
client who is currently in cuffs. Turtle, there's no point in purposely burning the client and the defendant or the defense attorney. Attacking their moral stance is not helping in this case.
I apologize, Your Honor, but you do have to admit it was a sick burn.
While I may admit it is a sick burn, it is unnecessary and unacceptable in my court. Do y'all understand? Do not excite over that. Do not excite. The jury, let be known the last 5 minutes shall be cut from the record. Anything that has been said cannot be held against Mitt in your decision making. Thank you very much. All right. Moving
Noted.
on. Moving on. I feel like I'm dealing with children here. It's almost like they're all underage. What is this crap? All right. Moving on. Are you ready, Turtle, to present your next piece of evidence?
I think so. It's another witness, but he's currently not in the VC. One minute.
One of your witnesses is not showing up to court. What is this behavior? It's unacceptable. You know, while they're trying to figure out where their witness is, trying to get a whole bunch of people to show up to court time, I don't know how the government does it. Okay, I know they send out the paperwork and they'll sue you. I can't really sue y'all for not showing up. I mean, one of my jury members is literally nowhere to be seen. Mitt was trying to call out. And I'm like, how are you gonna call out your own courtroom? And then Goon was like, make it 5 o'clock. I'm like, I can't make it 5 o'clock, brother. Trying to get this together has been a mess, and this is why it's taken months to get this court to happen, because no one can actually show up to the designated time. But we have a good group here, and it looks like we might be ready. We might be ready with our next witness. Let me go ahead and name him really fast. Pop goes the weasel. Pull him in here. 1 second. Don't move. Nobody speak. Nobody speak. While I correct my mistakes. All right. Is the witness ready? Yes. Witness, hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You can hear me? All right, give me 1 second. You're going to put your left hand on the Bible, raise your right hand up, and repeat after me. I, insert name,
I, Golden Tombstone,
swear on my life and everyone around me
swear on my life and everyone around me
that in this court here at Little Land,
that in this court here in Little Land,
I'll tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me God.
to tell the truth, nothing but the truth, and the whole truth. Oh, help me God.
All right. Golden Tombstone, you are now under oath. Anything you say here is in front of God and everyone here. Turtle, you may now interview your witness.
All right. Have you had any interactions with Mitt before?
Yes, I had one interaction with him on the Minecraft server.
And how did it go?
It was a little scarring.
How so?
Well, I joined the server as everyone did at one point. I am fairly new to the server, of course, and I went to set up my Minecraft base. I went to set up my Minecraft base a little bit away from spawn, close to I think it was like a river or something. And I went mining for some materials and stone to build my house, and I made sure to get my my cactus to put on my crafting table in a little pot, like Stampy Longhead used to do
That's cute. That's
in his
cute.
YouTube videos. And I came back from mining, and he broke my cactus and took it. And he also, I had stored up some cobblestone to build my house, and he took that too.
How could he? It's
And
awful.
and when I went to craft some things, I think I needed some torches or something. He went up right behind me and crouched, and then uncrouched repeatedly. He gave me back shots
That is so cruel. Without permission?
without permission, no nothing.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That's
I
thievery, taunting,
I
borderline
after this encounter, I shortly left the server, and I have yet to return.
Oh my god. On top of all those awful things, he lost Mack a viewer. Gasp.
I used to
Alright.
watch him on my Twitch on my phone, and put him on YouTube on my television. So I'd give him double views.
Do you watch him anymore?
I do watch him on Twitch, yes,
Not the double views. Oh my god.
but no longer the double views.
Truly awful. All right, that is all.
Thank you. Thank you for hearing my
Goon, Goon, you may enter the stand and interview Golden Tombstone now.
Okay. So, Golden Tombstone. You said your base was located outside of spawn.
Yes, a little ways outside of spawn. I don't remember the exact coordinates as I have not returned to the Minecraft
Okay.
server since.
And is this your first base?
Yes, it was my first base that I was gonna try and make, how I usually do. I usually make it bigger and bigger as time goes on.
Okay. So, have you played on the server before making the base, or is this like you just joined in?
I just joined and I did the average person thing where I wander for a little bit and search for a nice spot to build my base. But
Okay.
I don't remember exactly the coordinates, so I couldn't tell you. But I do remember it was by a body of water.
Okay. So, I have a question for you. Why wasn't
Yeah.
your base claimed?
Could you repeat the question?
Why wasn't your base claimed?
I I usually like to have friends over a little bit, and I personally don't know him, so I left my base unclaimed so we could have a couple of shenanigans around. But then this stranger shows up.
Okay.
He does these horrible, terrible things.
What does spawn look like?
I couldn't remember. I couldn't tell you because I've been playing with my brother a lot in Minecraft as well. But I've also
Okay.
been working my way through platinum in Marvel Rivals. I'm pretty good. You should invite me sometime.
Okay, so I have another question. Um, do you when you leave spawn, right? Did you just walk to your base?
No,
Did you
and
just
realistically,
started wandering off straight from out of spawn?
yes, I did. I mean, how else are you supposed to go anywhere else? Yeah, I went other places.
Interesting. So you joined the server and you walked. Nothing else. Just walked to your to find a base.
Well, I did go through a little bit of the Nether, but that's beside the point.
Okay, so actually the world spawn is in the end. And you cannot get to the overworld unless either doing a command or pressing a button. And you just said you walked to your base. So I am doubting your credibility that you even built a base or even joined the server in the first place.
May I butt in here, Your Honor?
No, Goon, go on.
Wow.
And you said, and then you said later he did what? He did what to you?
He gave me back shots.
Okay. Um, you? That did not happen? How can we trust you after you saying that and just lying to not only to me but to the judge, the jury, and everyone in this courtroom actually.
Golden
Did you take an
Tombstone,
oath?
were you on the server ever?
Didn't you take an oath?
Remember, you are under oath. Were you ever on the
I
server?
did go. Actually, no, I wasn't. I lied.
Interesting.
But I do know that this guy is a rule breaker. And I am aware that he may not like to play by the rules.
Turtle, you
I
may
know
speak
this
your truth.
personally.
Okay, so this guy had come up to me before the trial and said, "Hey Turtle, can I be one of your witnesses? I know so much about Goon. He gave me back shots."
That is true. I did say that.
You said you know so much
I
about
had
Goon,
no
and
idea.
Goon gave you back shots. Is that what you're saying, Golden?
I know he
I
knew so
Hey,
did
much about
what?
me.
Turtle,
he gave me
be
100%
quiet.
back
Turtle, be
shots.
quiet. Golden, you.
I said Mitch.
Shush,
bro.
Turtle, shush.
You said goon.
Golden Tombstone, you went to Turtle and you told him and you lied to his face and said, Goon gave me back shots. Let me be on trial. Is that what you said?
You see, in a sense, yes. I
You
know a
went
lot
at
of
you
people.
DM'd Turtle and said, Goon gave me back shots. I want to be a witness. That's what you said. Bar for bar.
Along those lines.
Whose trial are we here for today? Is it Goon's, Turtle's, or CJ's?
Honestly, I think CJ.
So this
It
so
seems like you
so
don't
so
even
the
know
so the,
why
hey
you're
whoa,
here.
hang on. So the person that you're here that we're accusing here is in fact CJ, right?
No, I'm kidding.
Who is it?
I
It's not CJ.
I know
If it's
that.
not CJ, then who is it? Tell me.
Good. No, it's good. It's 100%
It's Goon. Okay, just making sure that I'm right. Turtle's witness thinks that Goon is on trial right now, and Goon gave him back shots. Please leave this call. Please leave this call immediately. Thank you.
Security.
All right.
Please leave this
Shout
call.
out-
Golden
shout
Tombstone.
out Magneto.
Golden Tombstone. Leave this call now.
Why would you let a random person on the street represent you?
Turtle.
He
Please,
had-
please
okay,
approach the sand.
May I explain myself?
Please explain yourself.
All right. So, this man, this liar, as we can so clearly see now, DM'd me, came up to me in my DMs, said something about getting illegal backshots from the defense, and then asked me to be a witness because he had proof that would get Mitt put away. Can't remember if it was something to do with Goon or Mitt or whatever. I can go check if you want. But came up to me in my DMs, said stuff about backshots, and then I, of course, knowing that this was personal to him as he had been raped by someone, led him onto the trial. I had no idea that he would come on here and not only have no information about the trial, but lie about joining the Minecraft server.
So did you not vet your witness or ask him any questions prior to bringing him onto the show?
I did. I asked him if he knew anything about Mish, and he said yes. I asked him if he wanted to get Mitt to get banned. He said yes.
Your witness thought that CJ or Goon was a person on trial. Didn't even know who Mitt was.
I guess he was lying to me as well.
We are going to take a 2-minute recess here while I unpack all of this. During that, Turtle, I would like you to find me some evidence of this conversation with Golden Tombstone, please. Thank you very much. I'm server deafening. I'll be back in 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Thank you very much. Chat, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I'm here trying to provide a normal, decent, well-maintained courtroom. Okay? I bring in Harvard graduates, allegedly. Turtle says he is. We have no proof of this. It doesn't really matter. We just believe him every word he says. Apparently, we brought in Goon, who watched a YouTube video to defend Mr. Mitt, one of the most esteemed band members of my community ever. One of the biggest anti-heroes we've ever had in the community. I brought in an entire jury, okay, of people who have time that they can't get back. Okay, we got Stars and CJ both sitting in call right now, just listening to this, spending their time here for the sake of the community. And this man, who I don't even know what his name was, Golden some stoner, comes in here and is lying, puts his hand on the Bible. He put his hand on the Bible. He made an oath, chat, that he would tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. So help me God, in front of God and a witness. And that man lied. Okay? He came in here causing problems just for what? This 5 seconds of fame? If you ever watched the Johnny versus Heard court hearing, the Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard court hearing, there was a moment there where the defense attorney asked the witness, "Are you here simply for your 15 seconds of fame?" And he said, "Well, I could say same thing about you defending Amber Heard because she's such a terrible client." That's how I felt in that moment. Okay, this man comes out of nowhere, joins the show, has no idea who even the defendant is, and claiming to be a witness of something that Mitt did. He not only slandered Mitt's name, okay, he drew it out. He said that Mitt stole from him. He said that Mitt assaulted him. He made false claims about Mitt assaulting him, albeit on the Minecraft server. And that is just not okay. That's not something that I think is okay or acceptable at all in any way, shape, or form. It's just not okay. And that man should be ashamed of himself for lying on Mr. Mitt. No matter whether I think this client is guilty or innocent in this scenario, what I think they deserve, no one deserves to have someone slander, belittle, or lie on their name about something that they did. I don't approve of that. And I hope that y'all can all understand the exact same way. Okay, does that make sense? All right. Recess is over. I'm going back to my people now. All right. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Turtle, have you provided the
Yes.
proof?
I have. It's in your DMs.
All right. Let me go ahead and grab this. And so
You're
we can
DMing the judge.
so we can show
Do you
it
know him
on
personally?
screen. No, he brought up the physical paper and handed it to me. That's how this works.
Thanks for clarifying.
Yep. All right, let's go and show this on screen real quick. This is the evidence he provided on this claim. Take it as you see it. Yesterday at 22:52.
We use military time
yep.
in Europe, yes.
Goon and Mitt gave me back shots is the claim today from Golden Tombstone, allegedly.
But we know this man is a liar, so I would be happy to throw out those claims.
Of course. Hang on. And it does not look to be edited as far as I can tell. So for now, we will take this with a grain of salt. As long as Goon, are you okay with this to move on to our next piece of evidence?
No further questions.
All right, thank you very much. Golden Tombstone is dismissed. Turtle, you are off the hook with that one today.
Oh, thank God.
All right, moving on. Give me 1 second. Let me pull back up my courtroom. There we have it. Very nice, very clean, very bright and crisp. All right. Now the recess is over. Is there any statements that either one of you would like to make before we move on to our next piece of evidence?
No.
No more questions?
Why do you use bums on the street for your witnesses?
Why do I use bums on the street? Because
Yeah.
as you saw, this bum on the street came up to me and told me that you gave him back shots.
And you just believe what anyone tells you?
I am a man of the people.
I respect that.
You know what? No more questions, Your Honor. That's all I'm saying. All right. Moving on. Turtle, are you ready to present your next piece of evidence?
Yes, I'm going to present 2 pieces in rapid succession.
All right.
First off, we're going to go with Exhibit D.
Exhibit D.
So this one, it isn't really any of the specific charges. It just kind of shows that Mitt's a bad guy. I hate you, stars. I've highlighted the hate there so you can, feel the rage, the little angry face. Stars, one of our beloved jury, is one of the nicest and kindest people I know. And here's just Mitt insulting her to her face. Anyway, Exhibit E. All right. As you can see in Exhibit E, in Mitt's bio, it used to say, "I hurt myself and others." I don't really want to focus on the first part, but the others part is very bad. He's openly admitting to hurting others. That's harmful. Hurting people is harmful. And down below, you can see, remember, Mack, if a girl hates you, that means she likes you. Hates, like he does with stars? Wow.
Are you
That is
implying?
all.
Are you implying that Mr. Mitt has a crush on one of our jury members that might be fraternization between the jury and the defense?
Yes.
That's diabolical. That is crazy. That's unprofound on any level ever experienced in my life. Goon, what do you have to say about this evidence that has been provided against your client?
What was the context of the first?
It was
photo that
simply,
you
I hate stars. That was all the context that was given with a little angry face. A little angry face. It looked a lot like me
Okay.
for some reason.
So, conversations can lead up to places where people like joking and stuff, and the internet and all these like forums and everything else like that. People tend to have their own sense of humor and have their own, like, own like thing that they have going on, and this piece of evidence does really say anything because it could have been a joke. It could have been literally anything at all, except what it really could have been, because we have this is literally nothing. Can you pull up the next photo?
The other one.
Yep.
Yeah. It was exhibit E. Turtle, the
Yeah.
second one.
I believe so.
A B C D 5. Okay. I'm a child. Yes. Shut up. Nobody asked you. All right. Exhibit that one. Yep. Here it is. That is the other evidence that was provided. It was the
Okay.
I hurt others, and remember if Mack, if a girl hates you, that means she likes you. I do remember this conversation I had with Mitt for this evidence.
What was it about?
I was
particularly?
discussing an interaction with a girl and realized that I messed up in the DMs, and she did not text me back. Because my joke was really not funny.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm getting over it. I'm healing.
So, again, at the bottom, this is merely just a funny joke, or at least I can tell that he's obviously not trying to put a jab to Mac at all, but rather a simple thing. And I know because I know Mitt would never say that, right, Mitt?
Can I speak?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Can you repeat the question again?
Would you ever falsely spread propaganda and other slander about the judge, Little Mac lied?
No, I would not.
Okay. And would you ever do anything to intentionally spread misleading and hurtful information about a certain individual, such as the judge?
No, I will not.
No further questions.
Turtle, you may ask make questions because they are brought into this.
Mitt, do you hate stars?
I do not hate stars.
See, he's a liar. I told you. That is all.
You need to know the full
What?
context
No,
of that.
What?
No more talking.
What?
I will allow
you
it.
said in that message,
I will allow
I
it.
hate stars.
I will allow it. Go on. Is that it? No defense against
Yeah,
yourself?
no, he hates stars.
Oh, wait,
that's how
wait.
it is.
Okay, I thought Turtle was supposed to speak. Okay.
Anyone can speak at this point. Y'all can all speak. You're all engaged in the conversation. Anyone can speak at this point. Explain.
It seems like for being
I
a
would-
moderator, Turtle, you kind of, and for a person that points out rule breaking, you are the prime example of someone who lies and
When have I ever
forms
lied in my life?
truth and li- You literally just hired a bum on the street to be your witness, and then you were like, "Oh my gosh, I'm gonna go ahead and incriminate Mitt because why not? Why not just ruin the rest?"
Jury, please cut that because Turtle did not lie in that circumstance. That was the other person, not Turtle. Moving on.
Your Honor, he hates me and wants me to die.
Goon, is this true?
okay,
Is this
Your
true?
Honor,
Do you hate Turtle and want
I
him
do
to
not-
die?
No, I do not want him to die.
That's a
I'm
good
taking
thing.
my
That's a
Wow.
good. That's a plus. He's a good
The
guy.
defense
Hey,
attorney is
Goon's a good
also
guy.
a
He doesn't
liar.
want him to die. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Mitt, go ahead.
Your Honor, I would like to say to the previous question I was asked by Turtle, he said if I hate stars, which I don't. But here's the thing. Turtle doesn't know about the full
He said but.
context,
He said but.
the full context of the thing. So, you know how I am, I spell things incorrectly, I'm dyslexic, I have speech impediment. Stars
You have a
kept
what? Wait,
correcting
what was the
me.
last part?
I have a speech impediment?
Sorry, I didn't quite understand. English, what was it?
Okay.
Go on.
I have
Go
a
on.
speech
Go on.
impediment.
Okay,
and
your
I'm
speech
dyslexic.
impediment. I got you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You making fun of his speech?
No, I have a speech impediment too. I can do that.
Your Honor,
I have speech impediment
how would
friends.
he know
Yeah,
any
I have
of
friends
this?
with speech impediments. Calm down. I can make those jokes. All right, go ahead.
Your
Mitt.
Honor, how would Mitt know any of this? He can't read.
That's not even what dyslexia. Oh
Mitt,
my
go on with
He
your
can't
conversation.
read, Your Honor.
Mitt, answer the question. Do you hate stars?
No,
Then
I
why
don't
did
hate
you say that
stars.
you hated stars?
I said it as a joke. Okay.
What was the
Because
context?
stars kept correcting. I misspelled something, as I usually do. But as most people would like to say, I do the same thing. But, stars kept correcting me over and over and over again. And it was getting a little irritating. So I said that, but I didn't mean it.
Your Honor, we have proved that Mitt is a liar. So why trust anything he is saying right now?
He didn't swear. He swore in. If he's lying right now, that's just not good luck.
I mean, he said in the message, "I hate you stars," and that was the full message. There was no more after that.
I want it to be recognized by the jury that things can be taken out of context and can be made as jokes. Just like I can say that I hate women. Technically, I just said I hate women. You could cut that out and have just the part where I
Your
said
Honor,
I
you're
hate.
under oath.
I don't hate women. I'm just saying I could say I hate women. I love women. Women are great. Women are.
Your Honor, you're under oath.
I'm under
Looks
women.
like you're a fan of
I
wasting
love
time, Turtle.
I love women. I love women. Women are great. This is not I'm gonna move on. Okay, this is not a good look. This is not a good look. I'm a judge. I'm a judge. I'm a judge. I'm a judge. All right, Turtle, are you ready? If there's no further questions, to prevent your next evidence.
I have one final piece of evidence, and it is damning, Your Honor.
All right, please present
Exhibit G.
G. Presenting your evidence. Meow. That's not it.
No, that's not.
The other one. The next one.
Other one.
This one.
That one. That's the one. So, as you can see in this horrific screenshot, it is Mr. Mitt's profile, and his status, his active status is angry face, I hate Little Mack's guts.
Wow, that's me.
Little Mack, our lord, our savior, our judge, our Twitch streamer. The reason we're all here today.
Don't forget sexy guy.
Sexy guy, sorry.
Heck yeah.
How could Mitt hate him? That is all. That is all you need to know, actually. That is all.
Good. In regards to the I hate Little Mac guts status by Mr. Mitt.
Your Honor, I can assure you that he did not mean those words. As for Turtle, I have a question for you.
Shoot.
Are most of your evidences going to be out of context? Obviously jokes, just outright just incriminating evidence, like not even good evidence. It's just evidence that makes him look bad, but really just isn't any really. It's not evidence, dude. This isn't
I'm sorry.
evidence.
That last one was evidence of him hating Little Mac. Said it in the words. You know how to read. You're dyslexic like Mitt.
I am not dyslexic. I know how to read.
But he
How
did
do you
he did
think
give
I
that one guy
searched
back
out
shots though.
He did give that one guy back shots.
No, I didn't. I didn't.
Your Honor, how could he read if he gives back shots without permission? They're related, trust.
I did. He wasn't even on the server.
Your Honor, like I said earlier, this.
Why are you crediting the person that was lying? Why are you? Why are you crediting the person that literally just lied in front of everybody and took an oath?
Are you saying Mitt lied in front of everyone?
No, I'm talking about your dumb witness, Turtle.
I still believe in the people.
You believe in the people,
Are you
but
saying
you don't tackle
saying
real
if-
issues. The only issue you
Are you
tackled
saying
was an innocent man
regular
that was a part of
civilian-
the community.
If a regular civilian came
If
up
it
to you
seems
and
like
said,
me-
this man gave me back shots, you wouldn't do everything in your power to help him? That is cruel. That is low, Mr.
I
B.
feel like they
Goonie.
should report it to the police. Yes, definitely.
I am the
and
law.
have proof. And have proof.
I am the proof.
No, you're not.
That is all, Your Honor.
Wow. That guy crazy. Goon, anything else in relation to this status as hating Max evidence?
No, Your Honor, I do not have any further
No further.
remarks, questions, or just any correct opinions. Because
Uh-huh.
Turtle's just
Turtle, do you have
serving here.
any other evidence to present the court today?
I mean, I also think he should be banned, and that should be evidence in itself.
Pause.
But apart from that,
Pause.
no.
We will get to that. You did say you had a third witness.
The third witness will not be attending today.
Okay. Let it be known that Turtle has only brought one quality witness, as one of them was a fraud and the other one was not able to make it.
But wasn't that witness such a pristine quality? So like fine wine, you know?
We are talking about Emma right now, right?
We're talking about witnesses.
Yeah, Emma was your only good witness.
As a witness, yes.
Yeah.
But like, wasn't that such a great witness as a witness? You know,
I will
didn't they witness so
sustain.
It
much?
seems like you're favoring quantity over quality.
They witnessed so much so well. How about that?
How about that? What do you mean? How about that? Are you
How about
making
that?
this up as you go? Are you making this up as
How
you
about
go?
that? How about that, Goon?
This guy, man.
All right, moving on to the next segment of our court today, of our journey. The next section we're going to be moving on to. We are now done with Turtle's evidence / witnesses, and now Goon will have an opportunity to defend Mr. Mitt in the showing of Mitt versus Little Ant. Goon will now provide any evidence that they'd like to present, bring on any witnesses they would like to talk with, and any points that they would like to share today. Goon, the show is yours. What would you like to present first?
Hold on. Let me find it real quick.
All right. I have them in order that you sent it. I have them numbered, so just tell me which one you want me to present. I'll present it. That way you can speak about it, and then Turtle will have an opportunity to rebuttal.
I would like to present evidence number 2.
Evidence number 2. It is now being displayed on screen. You have to read that for me and then discuss the evidence.
Okay. Hey, blank, I need to tell you something. I did something bad. I hurt a lot of people in the process. And no, I didn't kill anyone or physically hurt them. It was mentally. Why? Well, it was because after I was hurting so much after blank, and I stopped taking my pills, or the pills my therapist prescribed to me, because I didn't want to be a pauper nor a person who is reliant on their pills. Where did I do it? I had done it at the Little Mack Minecraft Discord server. I want to apologize all the time they see me and they think of me as a criminal. Mitt, and this is an official transcript.
And this is written directly by Mitt. This is a Mitt statement.
Yes.
Mitt, are these your words?
These are my words.
All right, thank you, Mitt. All right, Goon, go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we are seeing a person here who wants to do right in the world. A person who really wants to just casual, just hang out with his friends on a Minecraft Discord server. But no, we have to waste time, put him in jail, and do all this extra stuff for things that, honestly, now that I'm looking at it, I'm feeling like this all leads down to corruption of moderators and other miscellaneous stuff. Mitt himself is a person who wants to do right in the world, but people like Turtle and the other moderators, I can't say for all of them because some of them are good, but for all the other moderators, I feel like they're just not getting the full story of Mitt. That is all.
All right, Turtle. The floor is yours. In regards
All right,
to,
I'd like to make a few short statements before my main one.
Yep. Go ahead.
First one, what a yap fest. Womp womp, make IRL friends, socialize, and maybe touch grass perhaps. Anyway, moving on. What was that what was that statement pertaining to? Why did it make that statement? Was it to someone? Why were some parts blurred out? It's just a bit suspicious.
He was messaging a friend, and we blurred out some of the stuff, so none of it could be really too revealing.
Redacted for personal
Okay.
reasons.
Did Miss or did Mitt not admit to hurting other people in the server mentally in the transcript?
Maybe he just feels bad.
No,
For
that wasn't the question. Yes or no? Did Mitt admit to to hurting other people mentally in the transcript?
yes, he did.
Why would a good person, a good Samaritan, a good member of a Discord server hurt the other members mentally? Hardly seems
Maybe
like good member behavior right there.
maybe
IMO.
because no one
FRFR.
is perfect, Turtle. No one can wake up and be so perfect as that shell on your back, man. Honestly, like Mitt himself, he just maybe he does some wrong things sometimes. Maybe he does. But it's nothing to do all of this for.
You know, this is gonna remind me of okay, what this seems like to me is you're saying, oh yeah, we're guilty, but we're sorry. We're sorry, Your Honor. We're sorry. Don't prosecute us. We're sorry for what we did. Is that what's going on here?
I'm gonna hit you.
Violence, physical violence,
I'm about to
physical
climb over
violence.
this desk and start whacking the heck out of you.
Goon, back up.
Okay,
Thank you,
hold
Mitt.
on,
Thank you,
hold
Mitt.
on, hold on, hold on,
Whoa,
hold on,
speak
hold
your
on.
truth, Mitt. Let it
Mitt, do you
out.
want to repeat that?
I don't
Mitt,
want
do you
my
want to represent
lawyer
yourself
getting
right
in
now?
physical contact mid court session. I don't need that.
Do you have anything you want to say, Mitt?
I have lots of things I would say, but
The floor is
at this
yours.
current moment, I wouldn't like to say.
That is all, I guess.
That's it.
I suppose I have one more thing to say. Early on, you said that Mitt can't just wake up and be perfect, right? Is that correct, Goon?
Sorry, can you repeat it, please?
Earlier on, you said that Mitt can't just wake up and be perfect, right?
Yeah.
Neither can any of us. Well, I can wake up and be perfect, but neither can any of the other members of the server.
Interesting.
Crazy.
No.
Crazy. first of all.
Interesting.
Like, if let's take CJ for an example, a good mod, I'm sure you can agree. Well, Discord helper, but close
He's a
enough.
mod.
He's a Discord helper, but he is a high class Discord member. High quality, I mean, not high class. But he doesn't wake up and be perfect. At the same time, he doesn't mentally damage other Discord members. You know, there's a big difference between being an imperfect person and being a bad person. Any response?
You know what? You know what, Turtle? You know what? You know what I have to say to that? You want to know what I have to say to that?
You can be careful.
I do know what you want to say to that. Yes.
You say that people don't always like you say that no one's perfect, but you literally just like I've known CJ for a long time. He was my probation officer at some given point.
Is it true? I can attest to that.
Come on, CJ, man, pull through, man. Come on, CJ. Why
I
are
can
you
attest
away?
this, yes.
Thank you.
He attested. Anyway, go on.
Continue, good.
Okay. So, Oh shoot! I lost my train of thought. Oh damn.
Wow.
No. Hey. Hold on.
Your Honor, he can't read.
You say.
He gave
You
someone back shots
say-
one time. It's over.
You say that somebody. Oh shoot! Now you got the. My head, bro.
Your Honor, Minecraft backshots.
Stop! Stop, please.
Your Honor, I would like to say, give my lawyer a
Shut up.
chance.
You said give him a
I'm
chance.
sorry. What did you just say to my client?
Hang on. Whoa. Everyone chill. Mitt, please speak.
What's up?
What did you say? I was interrupted. You were interrupted. I didn't hear you.
Oh, Your Honor, give my lawyer a chance to find his train of thought, because he's trying to remember it, but all I hear is turtle blabbering, just making my lawyer lose more and more of his thought process.
I like that word you used, Mitt. Train.
Why is that? Why is that?
Am I not allowed to like trains?
Trains are
CJ
pretty
back
fire.
on
I
here.
can't lie. I do like trains.
I'm
They're
just
sick.
curious.
I'm a train guy.
Trains
Can't
are
lie.
I'm curious.
Yo, but
Exactly,
planes though
exactly.
recently, guys, planes had been falling out in the sky. I'm just waiting for trains to
Planes
start.
got deep.
Yeah, trains
planes
are about
got
to jump
debuffed.
into the sky. We got planes. Planes got debuffed. This is true. Anyways, Goon, you have 30 seconds to get your train of thought, or we're moving on.
Okay.
Mitt, I would suggest not jumping in there and saying things. I don't think a lawyer would greatly appreciate that, but I will allow it on the circumstance that Goon doesn't tell you to shut up. All right, Goon, have you
All right,
have you
ready.
obtained your train car?
Yes.
Go on.
Driving it currently. You say that people aren't always perfect, but CJ, you mentioned CJ that he's never caused harm to anybody or anything like that. And while I can't agree with that mostly, I know that some instances have made it to where now I can't speak of this 100% because this might be its own little thing, but I can greatly say that impacted a lot of different people. And I wouldn't say this action was brought on by him specifically. There may be other cohorts or any other what should I say for this? Other different people, but I would say that for you saying something such as people don't normally cause other people harm, while I can almost agree with it. At the same time, people do it all the time unintentionally. That is all.
Yap fest. Okay.
Hang on, let me rewind this
I'm
back to
gonna-
make sure I got everyone, to make sure I got Goon's comment correct. You said You said turtle. You said not everyone's perfect, and CJ I agree is pretty great, but he also makes mistakes. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure that I understand that because there was a lot of extra words in there that were way too big for my vocabulary. But yeah, nonetheless, very cool. Just making sure that the entire so everyone knows what you were trying to say in just a quick, brief statement. CJ's not perfect either. He is pretty great though. That was your comment. Glazing, maybe. Who knows? But I would suggest avoiding flirting or glazing the jury. We've already had one attempt at getting the hots for stars and one attempt at saying CJ is great. I'm just saying it's just kind of wild the strategies that are on each side here today. I'm seeing some crazy things. Moving on though, Goon, you have another piece of evidence that you would like to present to the table today.
Instead of evidence, I would like to call a witness.
Call your witness to the stand. I like to see it. Who would you like to call to the stand today? Sam, the guy named Sam. Let me change his name real quick, then I'll drag him in here. Alrighty. Sam, can you hear me? Hello. Are you there?
Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Before we say anything today, I am going to have you swear in really fast. If you could put your right hand on the Bible, your left hand up in the sky, and repeat after me. Say, hello, my name is Sam.
Hello, my name is Sam.
I am here today to represent myself as a witness,
I'm here today to represent myself as a witness.
and I promise within these doors I'll tell the truth,
I promise in these doors I'll tell the truth,
the whole truth,
the whole truth,
and hear me out, bro, nothing but the truth.
and hear me out, bro. Nothing but the truth.
So, help me God.
So help me God.
There was no pause. You have to do so help me God.
So help me God.
Longer pause. So help me God.
help me God.
There it is. Very nice. Very nice. All right. Thank you for swearing in. Now you are under oath. Anything you say here better be the truth. Otherwise, there will be lawful consequences taken against you if proven that they are lies. We have had one witness today who did spread a whole bunch of lies and slander. Did not appreciate that. So I'm hoping you're going to be a better witness for the sake of the defense. Goon, you may address the stand and address your witness here today.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Of course.
So, Sam, have you had any interactions with Mr. Mitt?
Yes, I have. Ever since I joined this so great server, I have been acquaintances with this great Mitt. We have many talks and great adventures we had.
Okay. Have you met on the Minecraft server specifically, or any other game, or just chatting?
We have met in the Minecraft server and
What were y'all
had the
doing?
greatest of times together
What were y'all doing?
playing Minecraft, of course.
Can we get a check on that? Check their status.
Interesting.
Is Sam playing Minecraft?
Okay.
Can we confirm?
Currently, I am not playing Minecraft. I have not played in a while due to some issues with money and Xbox Live not working.
Oh, gotcha. I
And
may have
apologize for
misunderstood
not-
your sentence. That's on me. I apologize. Go on.
So lately, I have not played due to I forgot to pay my Xbox Live account. And I terribly miss my dear friend Mitz. We had great time together during the older server when I was known as Stellington.
Okay.
That is all.
And I have more questions. Do you, when you were talking with Mitt, did you ever notice anything off about him? Anything that would suggest to you that
May
he might
you
have
repeat that?
had something going on? When you were talking or playing or chatting with Mitt, have you ever detected any sort of like anything like being off, anything being wrong with Mitt? You there, Mitt?
Yes, I'm here.
Did you hear that? You hear what he said?
Yeah,
Sam?
yes.
Did you hear what Goon said?
No, sir. Let me check if I have the Sirgoon muted. No, he's not. I have not heard him say a single word.
What?
Did you hear that?
I shall go on stream so I can hear him better.
All right, I'll just speak for him. Goon, repeat your question.
Okay, so I asked him, is there anything that would make you think that Mitt, there was like something off about Mitt?
Is there anything that would make you think there's something off about Mitt?
Yes, sometimes he would ask to have access to my chess, and I was always curious why. And during the newer server, he asked for me to give him money, and I was like, why shall I give you these things? Curious I was.
I would be curious too. Again,
Your Honor, the defendant is clearly high.
He's not. He has
Sam, are you under? You're under oath. Remember that you are under a promise to God. Are you on any substances in my court right now?
No, sir, I am not.
You
I
have not
am
smoked any of the
underage and
Zaza.
taking this. No Zaza has been smoked.
You have not put any liquor or alcoholic beverage in your body.
I have framed to not drink the beverages I so want.
So you are under oath, 100% sober in my courtroom right now.
Sober, and everything I say is the absolute truth.
Okay. Goon, go on with your next question.
Now, has Mitt ever privately chatted with you about his mental issues?
No, he has not. And it
Okay.
troubles me to find out that he had such things.
Do you think that he should have a ban like this?
A permanent ban? No. I believe that a permanent ban is a little too extreme for the things he as such did, as the crazy I believe that he is.
Do you believe with additional training and help that he could potentially be better? Like, okay, hold on,
I
let me reword that.
believe under the right guidance, he can become a great ally to this server and benefit us in the future.
No further questions.
Turtle, you may address the stand.
Okay, well, I still think he's high, but I'll ask him a few questions anyway.
Okay, well,
So, Sam, Mitt's taken money from you, has he?
He has not, as I rejected him from taking the money.
But he did.
It
How much
was
did he ask for, may I
very.
ask?
I believe he asked around $5 to $10. It was right after I became a star commander.
And this is real life money?
Real life money. He asked if I could
Wow.
cash up him, and I told him no.
So this shows that Mitt is clearly someone who uses his friends for personal gain.
but he
I
didn't
believe.
go.
I
Goon, I'm
believe
questioning right now,
that.
thank you. Do you believe that if you had offered him the $5 to $10, he would have taken it?
I believe that if I did offer, he would have taken it because he can trust me with what I say.
Wow. And you also said that he wanted access to your chests in the Minecraft server, correct?
Thus, we do like playing pranks on each other from time to time, and I recently gained an item which I do not remember what it was, but gained an item that he wanted. Thus, I believe he was gonna pull a little funny.
By funny, do you mean steal the item from you?
Yes, steal the item and possibly replace it with something even funnier.
So
Which I would not have been mad.
a thief and a person who uses friends for personal gain. Whether you would have been mad or not, Sam, that is exactly what he was being.
Mad? No, but I would have laughed at the hilarious joke he has pulled upon me.
But he was stealing from you.
He was
Hardly seems
stealing
like a
from me,
laughing matter.
and I believe he would have had returned it if I requested it.
Hmm. I just think the whole stealing thing tells you a lot about Mitt's character. That is all.
All
You know what
right.
I believe? You know what I believe deep in my heart? You want to know what I believe, Turtle?
Deep in your holes.
What do you believe deep in your holes, Goon?
I believe that sometimes people like being funny. And if the prank is played on somebody like Sam, who knew he would eventually just give it back to him, and it was just a fun time, I feel like this is just throwing thief out there for no apparent reason other than to woo the jury. May I remind you, the very intelligent jury, such as Stars and CJ, over by your
Glaze.
dumb logic.
Sustained.
My dumb logic. So we've resulted to childhood insults.
Well, if you use such dumb reasons, I might as well dumb down to your level.
Wow. Rude.
Maybe then you'll finally understand it and make it get into your small head of what the real stakes are here.
Your Honor, need I say a third time that this this defense attorney clearly hates me and wants me to die?
So uncalled for.
Wow.
Whoa. Even your witness just said uncalled for. That's crazy. What is your goal in bringing this witness here today to prove about Mitt in this trial? Goon.
I wanted to prove that Mitt is a person that likes having fun, likes interacting with people, and loves playing pranks with people. And I don't mean malicious. I mean lighthearted, very hilarious.
There's no Mitt in fun,
Okay, well, rude.
but there is a Mitt in Mittlicious.
That's a great take right
Malicious,
there.
not
Let
Mittlicious.
it be known Mitt is Mittlicious confirmed. There's the gavel.
Exactly.
Delicious.
Mitt is
I guess so.
confirmed Mittlicious apparently. All right. Thank you. Sam, one question before I send you on your merry way. To go back to
Yes, sir.
the witness room to eat your snacks that I provided to you. They are crumble cakes. You'll enjoy them. I made them myself. I burnt one. Don't get the one in the back left corner. But before you go, let me hear your thoughts. What do you think the outcome of this should be for Mitt? Do you think he
I
should be
like to
banned?
state that you have cut out for me and I cannot hear you. And my phone is going through ads, so I have no way to hear
Your
what you are
final
saying.
thoughts on Mitt. What do you think of him as a person, and do you think he is mentally insane?
I believe this is a interference from Turtle trying to sabotage the event.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay. What is your final thoughts on Mitt, and do you think that he is clinically insane?
I believe Mint has a lot of problems. Problems which friends should be there to help him with.
Yes, I
And I
agree. Mitt has
believe he
problems.
should be allowed to return to the server and get unbanned.
Preach!
Do you think that the server is a safe place for him to be, given that, by his own words, a lot of the server dislikes him? Do you think that will be good for his mental health, or do you think that will cause issues for his mental health?
As I believe, as I am such a friend, people that are out there should see that he is trouble and we should all be together to help this troubled man.
All right. Thank you much, Mr. Sam. I appreciate you coming out here. It takes a lot of courage to get up here on the stand and represent someone such as Mitt, so I appreciate you having that courage.
Thank you very much.
Very much.
And I like to say to the jury, get to gold rank. Y'all are taking forever.
Okay, get him out of here. All right. Anyway,
Insane.
sorry about that, y'all. That got aggressive really fast. Attacking the jury like that is
Move to
crazy.
strike witness from the record for
Yeah, that last
attacking the jury.
100%. The well, not the entire
Sam,
witness,
you
just the
had it
last
good.
5 seconds.
Sam!
Not the entire witness, just the last 5 seconds. I'd like to be stricken from the
Okay, wait.
from the record and to not be part of it because gold rank does not matter. I'm gold. I'm enjoying gold. You know, got my Sue Storm blood. Marvel Rivals doesn't matter. Moving on. All right. Goon, would you like to present your next piece of evidence or your next witness?
Let me look real quick. Hold Okay.
All right, you have two
Uh,
evidences you have not used, and
Exhibit it. Oh, I'd like to use Exhibit A, please.
Exhibit A, showing it now.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you are looking at here is an official documentation of Mitt's report from Generic Labs. I will read you the report right now. Mitt has seemed to always misbehave in the testing chambers, so much that we had to strap him down to an MRI machine. A brain scan indicated that his critical and mental health was unstable and needed further research. Sorry, I got a notification that kind of like, you know. However, due to low government funding, we had to get creative. We showed Mitt a series of pictures and scenarios and asked him what would he do. All scenarios, he would do abnormal things, like for example, if CJ had a bad day and needed help from his friend, what would you tell him? Mitt later responded with, "Go ahead and run when no one can find you." In testing, he started to repeat the following words over and over. Mitt bad. From our CCTV, we counted that sentence 3,000 times in one day. We cannot go further into testing after this section was crossed out for some reason. In summary, Mitt has proven that his brain is not functioning at full and teetering with insane thinking processes and daily thoughts. To any high-ranking official, please let this man have peace. If locked up, his state could worsen. Theoretically, if done correctly, he should be integrated back to society with immense training. And that's from Dr. Dan C. Sanchez. And that's the full transcript of uh, the report or document, as you see. So this document essentially was a full review on his brain, and he was at this certain moment of time, he was going through a lot, as anyone would, you know, being locked up for that long, essentially just being treated like being dehumanized and just being treated like a criminal for something for some things that could have easily been avoidable um with just honestly just recklessness moderators, honestly. Turtle man, what's wrong with you?
All right.
um
So, sorry, it is my turn, right?
Is there any more comments on this notation that you'd like to mention, Goon?
no
So you're claiming
no
that this is um eligible what's the word? Legible. This is a legible doctor's notation about Mr. Mitt's insanity levels, and it's stating that he's insane. There was 4 tests that were successful, 6 tests taken by Dr. Dancy Sanchez on August 5th, 2024, in chamber ID MR69. The subject ID is 253833715, and this was done by Generic Labs. Where is Generic Labs originating out of? Just so I can make sure that I'm aware of the correct Generic Labs being used in this scenario.
they weren't exactly specific. They had a website open. um I could only email them really about
Mhm.
it, and I kind of had to just they pulled up in a truck, and I kind of just shoved it in there. I don't
Mitt,
know.
where did you go for this testing?
To be honest, I was just pushed into a black van, like Squid Games, and then I was just in a facility. And I think I was a part of the Weapon X program. I'm not entirely sure.
Okay,
They
mute
kept
up,
doing
please. Mute up,
tests
please.
on
No,
me.
mute up. No. So the white van. Goon, what color was this van he was shoved into? What do you say?
It was black.
Black. Okay. Turtle, it is your time to address this piece of evidence that was provided today from Generic Labs.
Mr. Goon, what is your first name?
Generic.
And would you, by any chance, be a shareholder in Generic Labs? And remember, you are under oath.
I am not a shareholder of Generic Labs.
Really? Then how come on this website you speak of, it lists Generic Goon as the primary founder?
Where does it where do you see that?
On the website?
Um,
Pull it up yourself. Famous website.
Yeah.
That's where you got your information from, right?
Goon, go ahead and pull up this website and go and screen share for me, so I can see what we're talking about.
I will gladly do that if Goon can prove that he got his information from that website.
Sorry, Goon.
He said he got it from a
Goon,
website.
can you find this website and screen share it for me so I can see the evidence of this being a legit company and not one you fabricated?
Okay, so believe it.
Oh, I believe it. Oh, trust me, I believe all of it. Don't question my belief here. I'm all in. For the jury's sake, I need proof.
Believe it or not, after the testing,
Yeah.
the lab may have lost everything.
So
due to low government
you're telling me that this testing was so bad that Mitt destroyed the lab on accident with his sheer insanity? Is that what you're saying to me right now?
No. Not because of Mitt. Just overall like low government funding. They've been in business since 1999.
How do you know that?
And the government, it says it on the paper at the bottom.
1 second. Let me make sure this evidence is correct. That's crazy, first of all. That's crazy. I can't see. I gotta blow it up. 1 second. Oop, not that one. Don't blow up that one. That'd be horrifying. Nope, not that one either. That would also be horrifying. Where is my evidence at? There it is. Okay. Let me blow this up really for a second so I can see what this evidence is. Hang on. Report was edited by Federal Bureau of Investigation, a partner of the United States since 1999. Generic Labs. Partner of the U.S. Federal. This is crazy. This is bizarre Vark on another level. I can't with this. Sorry, Turtle. Go ahead and finish your you're questioning in regards to this evidence, please.
It was just like a metaphorical thing to make Goon admit that the website didn't exist.
So you're saying the website doesn't exist anymore? There's no proof of generic labs existing in the entire universe. Is that what you're saying, Goon?
This is the only real documentation of generic labs because
this one documentation that happens to be for Mitt's insanity levels is the only documentation. Sorry, I am the judge. But this is all you have in regards to this.
I would like to say that Generic Labs is a very secret organization and only deals with real issues.
So Mitt's an issue.
We haven't.
As someone who has no affiliation to Generic Labs, you seem to know an awful lot about it.
Because I read their website before they took it down.
You said whenever Mitt left, it shut down, so you couldn't get access to it, correct?
I could not get access to it.
How long after Mitt left did access go away? Like immediately after, or like soon after? Like how soon after?
It was shut down. I'm pretty sure. If I'm not mistaken.
Like a month after?
I can try and. No. Because this. I'm pretty sure this was taken recently, if I recall correctly. I'm pretty sure it might have been a week.
Pretty sure?
2 weeks. Yes, I didn't.
Hang.
I didn't.
This is a court
Turtle.
of facts.
Thank you. I'm asking questions.
Sorry. Hold on.
A couple weeks. What? After he left?
A couple weeks after Mitt got out and we came back for the report. I got news from the Generic Labs. They only email their like recent customers or patrons or stuff like that, and they said that they had to go out because of low government funding and other
December 12th, Goon.
stock.
December 12th. Does that date mean anything to you? December 12th. Does that date mean anything to you?
No.
It should, because that's the day that we decided that you would be the lawyer for Mitt in his trial. December 12th. We decided that you'd be the lawyer for Mitt's trial. Okay? Those tests were taken on August 4th. 2 weeks after that would be what? August 28th. Am I wrong? You said the
You're not
website
wrong.
shut down 2 weeks after those tests were taken, and y'all went up there to get those tests. But by my understanding, December 12th is the day you knew that you need to be a lawyer. Therefore, you could not have been there on August 28th to get those files. You'd have to email them, wait for them to email back, and then you'd have to get them. But you didn't know you were going to be a lawyer until December 12th. That's when you were appointed this trial. So tell me, what were you doing on the 28th of August getting information on Mitt's sanity prior to him being banned?
I was worried for Mitt as a friend.
You were worrying for Mitt's health.
Yes.
So you went to a government-owned facility. You emailed them, and they just handed you
Yep.
over this information with redacted. You don't know why it's redacted.
I still don't know. Yes,
Goon,
sir.
I need you to tell me the truth here because you're under oath. You need to tell me the
I
truth
am
here.
under oath.
Yes. Do you have any affiliation whatsoever with this alleged company you are claiming to exist? If you lie here, we can find out after this court is over, and you will be removed. You'll be barred, removed from the bar, whatever it's called. I'm a judge. I know these words. Trust. You will no longer have lawyer capabilities, and you will be imprisoned if they find out that you are lying under oath right now. So tell me, do you have any connection or relation to Generic Labs in any sort of way, not regarding to Mitt?
I, generic goon, coincidentally, have no affiliations with Generic Labs. That is all.
Is Generic Labs a real company or one that you fabricated for the sake of this trial to use as a joke in displaying Mitt's sanity in order to get him unbanned to allegedly, by the sake of the accusation, cause chaos and havoc in their community?
It's a company in so it's a company in Algeria.
Algeria.
Yes.
Hey Siri, origin of the last name Sanchez. Face ID. Hold up. 1 second. The last name Sanchez is a Spanish patronymic surname that means son of Sancho. It originated in the medieval Christian kingdoms of northern Spain and southern France.
What are you just gonna like? Are you gonna botch on his last name?
No.
Because he may not. Kind of sounds like.
Are you
what
sure
you're
that he's
doing.
Algerian?
I'm not saying he.
From
They
my
can
knowledge,
hire.
from my knowledge of the Algerian government, it's a lot of difficulties in order to get in there to work, and yet they're working with the Federal Investigation Bureau of the United States out of Algeria. From
They
a
partner with
Spanish
many different
doctor.
countries. They partner with many different countries.
Consider this. Last thing I'll mention on this. He got in a black van and drove to Algeria from the United States.
They have outposts.
Silence. Moving on. All right, would you like to present your next piece of evidence, Goon?
Can you give me like
Turtle.
Just wanted to say you did a great job questioning him there, Judge. Bravo, bravo.
I just want to make sure that honesty is and integrity is kept in my court. I do not accept lying, slander, or any devious activity here in my courtroom. And if I see that, I'm not here for it. While I do not stand on either side today, I do not accept lying, especially under oath in my courtroom.
Turtle, the glazing goes crazy.
I'm not in the vote here, so the glazing does not matter, Mitt. Please stay silent. Goon?
I do have one more thing.
Yep.
I would like.
Sorry.
Are you good, Genghis Khan?
Sorry, I was laughing and then choked on my own spit.
Talk to on that thing? Question mark.
I also expect
sorry,
maturity
sorry.
in my courtroom.
I
Thank
call Kale.
you. Kale.
Kale.
Kale. as you're a witness.
Yes. Yes.
In the words of John Cena, are you sure about that?
I am very sure.
Okay. Sorry, I just clicked on DMs and it just. Okay. Okay, give me a second. That's crazy. First of all, but sorry, I'm gonna stop talking. I'm a judge. I need to keep this to myself. All right. You're positive you want Kale as a witness here to. Okay. Kale. Kale.
Yeah.
Okay. Kale, can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
You have been brought here as a witness by the generic goon. Is that correct?
I have.
All right. We're gonna go and oath in real fast. We're gonna do your oath, and then I will allow generic goon to ask you some questions, and then Turtle will ask you some questions as well. All right. Right hand on the Bible, left hand up in the sky. Say, I, Kale,
I, Kale.
promise to tell the truth,
Promise to tell the
the
truth.
whole truth,
The whole truth.
nothing but the truth,
Nothing but the truth.
on God, my family, and Emma.
On God, my family, and Emma.
I will not lie in my testimony and my witness statements.
I will not lie in my testimony and my witness statements.
So help me God.
So help me God.
All right. Thank you very much, Goon. The floor is yours.
So, Kale, I believe that you said you could debunk some of Turtle's witnesses and maybe evidence.
Pause. You brought him to be a second defense attorney? Is that what you did?
No.
I'm sorry, I don't think it's legal for a witness to comment on previously closed evidence.
If Goon asks questions in regard to those evidence, Kale can respond to those. So go ahead, Goon.
Kale, do you know anything about Turtle's first witness?
Remind me who that was again.
It was like that dirt girl on
That dirt girl?
Yeah.
Emma,
Yeah,
the one you just promised on, yeah.
Yeah. Hold on. Regards to my late evidence, but I have evidence that needs to be presented alongside. As a Minecraft professional, a peer to Mitt, and an iconic logic a list, because that's a word. Let me.
Say that again. Sorry, say it. What? Say that again. I did not understand what you just said. I'm so confused. Can we roll?
Yeah,
can
let
we
me
roll
get-
back? Yeah,
let me-
let's respawn. Let's respawn.
Let me get my evidence since I'm here as a peer to Mitt,
Yes.
a Minecraft professional, and a logicist.
Okay.
And here is the evidence I would like you to present.
Your Honor, it's the logician.
Logician.
Nuh-uh. I'm more qualified than you.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Oh. All right, witness, please stay silent for a moment while I check this evidence. I see two pictures. Am I supposed to present both of these?
Yeah.
1 second while I save these. Da-da-da-da. All right. Okay. All right, I shall present this real quick. You may now speak again as I get these evidences together. All right, we've been brought two new unknown evidence that we were not aware of prior to this court hearing starting. Let it be known this is to be taken with a grain of salt and was not in the official evidence file, but yet is some interesting introspective things in regards to our witnesses today. So, The first one we have is this one from Emma. If you want to go and talk about that, we'll get the second one.
So, in passing, conversation with my dear friend Emma, who I so sadly have to go against for my morals. She says, on the one that's in the top right above my head, I asked her if she was ready to get hit with contempt of court for the manufacturing of evidence when she told me that the dog wasn't killed by Mitt and was manufactured by Turtle for her to present. She didn't know Mitt during her time. And I knew that too before we even talked about this case. She never had a conversation with Mitt besides for a few maybe in passing or things she has heard about Mitt from me and our friends. I do not claim to like Mitt. He can be annoying. However, I do not believe that that makes him a bad person. Turtle has committed evidence fraud, and it has been said by Emma. I'll hit them with the turtle made me, and the can always be someone framing him, but I'm a mere witness, and I did not know it was him, saying she did not know that the dog being slaughtered was actually Mitt. And Mac, I have another piece of evidence in a video format for you to play.
Oh my gosh!
I'm coming. Silence! Silence in the court. Silence in the court. While I adhere to this new evidence that's been found today.
So that was as a peer and a logician, and now I have it as a Minecraft professional.
Oh my gosh. And so you are attesting that Emma's witness should be stricken from the record for falsified evidence.
Yes, as well as the dude who said he was given back shots by both Goon and Mitt when he said Mitt first, changed it to Goon, and then made it become both.
1 second while I get this video up. Okay, I have a video here.
And this video is to show that it is impossible to kill a pet no matter what.
1 second.
That is tamed by a player. Horse, cat, dog, none of them can be murdered. Period. If they're tamed.
Don't worry, people in the chat. I've come back to this. Just you wait.
My clip is not working. Let me reload it 1 second. I'm seeing a black screen. Can we ensure that is the correct clip?
It is. It looks like a black screen, but once you hit play it.
Yeah. Still black, waiting for it. Says it's 0 seconds long. It could be an issue on my end. Pause. Let me refresh. This is in regards to trying to kill the animals within claims?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Why won't it load? Metal.tv. Is there any other way you can send this to me, or can you download it and just send it to me in DMs, or no? Let me see if the download button works.
In the DMs,
okay,
you just
wait.
press
I got
play.
it. Okay. I have a video to show chat. Give me 1 second while I pull it up. As evidence, we're going to use this screen. Oh, not that one. Hello. That's my computer monitor. Let me switch it over. Maybe this will work. Can y'all see that? Can chat see this? Yes? Sweet. All right. This is a clip by Kale Chill. Proving that you cannot kill animals no matter what.
So, as you can see, I'm loading in. Golden shovel in hand. For reasons. I go over and I try to pick up one of these cats. You cannot because they belong to Goose, my good friend Chloe. And then I try to claim the ground I'm standing on, proving it is not claimed by Chloe. I try to hit the cat, and the cat cannot be hit because it's Chloe's. In my land, I am able to kill anything I desire. However, I cannot kill someone else's pet.
That is That is definitely a witness statement for sure. Goon,
Am I allowed to come back from that?
not yet. Goon
Okay.
and Kale, continue on with y'all's what do you like to say in regards to this? Any other further statements before Turtle intervenes?
I don't think I have any other further questions.
All right, Turtle.
All right. First up, Emma was so obviously kidding in your DMs to the fact where as soon as you brought up the screenshots, she spam messaged me I was kidding. I actually told Kale I was joking. I don't know if she did, but that's what she told me. I can get her back in here if you want. She'll probably say the same thing.
So when someone
Also-
else's jokes that's on your side, sorry.
The difference is the person joking isn't the defendant who's on trial. Anyway, also with the whole claim thing and animals being murdered, obviously Emma just had Mitt trusted at the time. He was a trusted friend of hers, and then remember, only one interaction.
Emma did not
Hold
have
on.
Emma did not have Mitt trusted. A. B,
Oh
you
yeah,
can't
and you
kill
because you own
anyone.
all her claims.
C. That's my claim.
I would like if you don't
That is
interrupt me.
my base.
Anyway, she could have just trusted Mitt. You know, and then untrusted him when he
She
killed
could not have
her
trusted
pet.
Mitt because it's my claim, and she
Is it
doesn't
her
have the
rights?
rights to trust. Her
Wasn't
base
outside
is
her
on my
rights.
land in my claims, and that dog was never outside of the claims because my claim engulfs all of my land, including many blocks behind her house.
Mitt could have enlisted the use of skillful hacks. The skillfulest
Mitt,
of
do you have any
hacks.
hacks just downloaded? I doubt it.
It's like
Wait,
asking the
does
defendant
the
if they
server
committed the
not have an
murder.
anti-cheat?
The
Of
server
course
also
not.
does have an
We
anti-cheat,
trust all
so-
our members.
Of course, naturally,
Mitt,
absolutely.
please.
Mitt,
But
let me ask this because I
Yes.
know the answer to this, and everyone else knows the answer to this, Mitt. So you can be honest with it. Have you ever X-rayed on my server?
No, I have not.
Well, never mind.
in contempt of court.
Also, X-rays are not hacks. As a Minecraft professional, X-rays are not hacks. They are simply cheating.
This is fair.
I also have
Hacks is
MC.
when
I
you-
have the same roles as you, and I'm a mod.
Does that mean you're more skillful?
Yes, absolutely.
Status in a server does not relate to status outside
Okay, then how are you claiming to be a Minecraft professional?
because I'm better. Duh.
Because I'm better does the realest thing
Wow.
ever.
Anyway, like I said, whole Emma claims to have been joking in my DMs. I can send some screenshots if you want. I don't see why that's necessary.
But you already have two faulty witnesses who have lied, have been
Oh, but she's
proven
not
that they
faulty.
lied.
She didn't lie.
But she is
She was
faulty.
joking in
A
your
dog
DMs.
cannot be murdered no matter what, unless you give the pet to someone else. But then that's their property, not yours. So you can't be mad if someone does kill. Also,
Mate,
Emma hasn't been on the server in like over a month.
she never said this
Besides
happened
for when she
yesterday.
took that screenshot.
Anyway,
Yeah, but I was
Kale,
also on
Kale,
last
Kale,
weekend, and the
Kale.
dog was never dead.
Kale. Kale, are you a homosexual man?
No, I am not.
Okay.
Also, that's
Whoa,
irrelevant.
whoa. Why are you attacking why are you attacking my witness?
Bro,
I'm sorry,
bro's argument is, are you gay?
attacking? Being homosexual is attacking? Wow, shows
Ooh,
your value,
goon.
You are no.
Anyway.
You're asking questions that aren't
Goon,
related.
I am questioning the witness right now.
Irrelevant questions that has nothing to do with the case.
No, I'm leading
whatsoever.
somewhere. I'm going somewhere with this.
Okay.
Okay. Like, anyway, back to it. Kale, are you a homosexual man?
No, I am not.
Okay, so you're a homosexual boy then.
No.
Okay. I'll take that. I'll take that. You like Emma?
No. As a friend, yes. Not
Not what?
Turtle, where's this going?
not like
This
that.
doesn't have the direction. Where are
Where
we
is
going with
this going?
this?
Objection.
Our honorable judge, Mack.
Turtle isn't
Little
being
Mack
clear in his
lied.
words. He's using He's using words.
I told you
Be
I'm
more.
leading. Our honorable judge, Little Mac Live,
Also,
has
leading
said
isn't allowed in court, so
in DMs that he believes that our precious server member Kale here may have at one point in his time on the server had a crush on Emma.
Even if this was so, how does
Incorrect.
this relate in any way if he had a crush on Emma at any point in time?
Bias?
Okay,
I
but
guess.
this
I don't
bias in this
know.
situation is against Emma. Are you saying that maybe he's mad because she rejected him? Is that your claim here?
You know, that works. That works.
My bad.
Oh, that wasn't your claim. We are still
That
clearly
works.
friends. I have 5 DMs waiting for when I leave this call.
What, Goon? Would y'all like to bring Emma back in here? Should we bring Emma back
I would
in
like to, but considering his faulty witnesses, I doubt that she would make her face appear in this glorious court ever again.
I mean, I think she
here?
would.
Can we get in contact with
I'll
Emma
ask her
and see if
now.
they can come back? Can we get an Emma in the chat? That'd be great. I would
I'm
love
DMing her
to
right
squash this. I'd love to squash this. I would love to get a Kale versus Emma going on up in here to figure out the truth behind this, because this is diabolical on a whole nother
Isn't
level.
this just great content?
I don't know about great content. It's just concerning. And Kale, you're gonna be
Look who's here.
temporarily muted. Do not intervene until it is your turn. Goon and Turtle. I'll let Goon go. I'll let Goon go first. Go ahead and talk to Emma real quick for me. Emma, you're on.
Hello, Emma. So,
Hey, Goon.
so I want to ask you a question, and I want you to
Okay.
be really honest with us, even though I know it's hard considering you just lied in front of the court.
I don't know what you're talking about.
How
I never lie.
did that? Did your pet ever really exist?
Yes. Also,
Okay.
may I ask? I'm so sorry. I don't know how Kale would even know if I was on the server or not, considering he's not allowed to go on his computer during the week.
Ooh, called out. Sorry. Keep going.
So he wouldn't know if I was on the
Kale,
server
is
or
that
not.
true?
Kayla's not able to speak at this moment.
Okay.
We'll bring him on and he will negate that in a second.
All right.
Dang.
So are you denying everything that Kale's saying as false?
Yes, it is all false.
Every single
I
piece,
never
every
lie.
single piece of evidence. You never lie. So you're telling me that Mitt, Mr. MYT Minecraft YouTuber, killed was it a dog or was it a cat?
It was a dog.
A
Gibby.
dog.
My poor Gibby.
You say his name was Kippy?
Gibby, yes.
Gibby with his G.
Gibby?
Yeah.
Gibby with a G.
If it is true, Emma, I'm really sorry about your loss. It's really hard, I'm sure. But if it is a lie,
Thank you.
then you should feel ashamed of yourself. All right, Emma, please hold for a moment while I get Kalen here to negate what you said to him. Kale. Hey.
So, Emma, sweet precious Emma. I have a phone.
I told
A.
you.
B, your Discord status
Yes, but you hate playing
says
on it.
otherwise.
Hey, hey.
Whoa, Emma. It's not your
That
turn.
doesn't mean I
you don't have the
don't.
talking stick. Go ahead.
I also can look at your Discord status and see the last time you played, if I so wished, which hadn't changed until very, very recently when that photo was taken. Also, she never had a dog named Gibby.
Pause. Everyone pause. All right. I'm allowing
Servers are you
a
in?
unheard of moment here in any courtroom ever. 2 witnesses will stand on trial together. So, sorry, not stand on trial, but stand on the witness stand together. and that is happening right now. Kale and Emma, you're both up. Go ahead and chat. What's going on? What's going on? What's the deal?
How do you know I never had a dog named Gibby? What if I just didn't tell you that I went adventuring
You went adventuring? When'd you do that?
on Tuesday?
On Tuesday?
Yep.
And when did your dog get murdered?
I'm not sure. I logged
Tuesday?
off after I got him.
When'd you log on?
Tuesday. I got him on Tuesday. Logged off. I don't know when he was killed.
But when did you get that screenshot?
Today, when I logged
Mac,
back on.
stop.
Sorry.
Wait, hold on. I can ask questions, right?
Yeah.
So you just said you logged off after you got the pet, and then you logged on immediately after that same day. That was your words, and then you just
No,
contradicted
not what I
yourself.
said.
She
That
said
is
she
not what I
literally what you
said.
said.
No, Goon. She said she logged back on today and got the screenshot. Today.
It's not what I heard.
Then you heard
Mitt,
wrong.
when was the last time you were on the server?
Excluding today.
Wait, hold
I
on. Let me
believe-
ask that. I'm the defense. Hey, Mitt, when was the last time you were on the podcast?
Hang on, I'm the judge. I'm the judge. Everyone, silence in the courtroom. Mitt, when was the last time you were on the server?
Oh my gosh, I said the question. Okay. Excluding from today, last time I joined the server was on, I believe, Monday, the 24th of February.
Liar.
Why would the accused just admit of like being around the day of the crime?
That's the day before.
Doesn't matter. What I'm saying is, why would Mish say, "Oh yeah, no, I was online when the dog got murdered"? He wouldn't say that. It just
Because he
makes him
knows
seem
he
more
has nothing to
suspicious.
prove.
Wait, the dog was murdered on the 24th?
28th of August. That's a joke. I'm kidding.
But Mitt does have something to prove. He has to prove he
It's the
didn't kill
1st
that
of
dog.
April.
There is a dead dog, and it has to be avenged. It has
There
to
is
be
Dead
no
dog.
dead dog.
Interesting.
Dog never
Interesting.
existed.
From a pork chop
Yeah.
drop.
It's also a pork chop with a
Oh,
bone.
No, you're
wow.
talking about it. Obviously,
Not
says dog
even-
meat.
Anything back.
Not
No, it
even
was clearly a
experience.
malicious
obviously
message
says
sent
dog
by
meat.
Mitt. He just named pork chop dog meat and then put it in a chest to prove he killed it. Obviously.
Now, why would Mitt
I'll
do
be right
that?
back.
though?
I have a window. I have to close my window. Hold on.
Are you good?
Why would
he would do that
incriminate
because
himself?
Why
as
would
you
Mitt
said,
do
he's
that?
insane. He's insane. You've said so yourself.
All right, I'm back.
Seems like something an insane person would do, and thankfully Mitt is insane.
Well,
One,
turtle.
the dog never existed. Two,
Do we
Can
have
you
any
prove
proof
that?
that he
Can
didn't
you
no
exist?
matter
prove that the
how
dog never existed?
hard you tried,
Can you prove that the
cannot
dog did
kill a
exist?
dog tamed by someone. 3. The dog wasn't killed by Mitt. Mitt was never online. And C. Emma
Kale,
herself said
I'm
that she
hearing a lot
doesn't
of
know
claims and not seeing
who
any, factual evidence that you're not
Aren't you a
homosexual and that any of
Minecraft
these are true.
moderator? Shouldn't you know that pets cannot be killed if they're tamed?
Shouldn't you know that hacks exist as a hacker, as a hacky hacker?
Let me ask this question.
As a moderator, don't you know that there's an anti-cheat?
In regards to the death of a pet, they can die
Oh.
in lava, correct?
Yes.
Is there a possibility that a
Lava-
hole could be dug underneath the pet since it was not on a claim and dropped into the pit of
No,
lava?
it's in my claim. It
What could
would
have been
be in
done,
my
though,
claim.
Emma, where was the
is
dog
hacks.
prior to death?
Outside my house.
Where's your house?
Outside your house is in my
How
claim.
convenient.
Was it within?
I'm sure Emma has multiple homes.
Was it within Kale's claim?
Yes.
Thank you.
Wow.
Okay.
By that logic, Kale should also be disconnected. I don't
He
think
is
she was done
also
talking.
he is also being disconnected.
Bye,
Bye,
Kale.
Kale.
Thank you for your time, Kale.
Thank you.
Could I request a moment for me and Goon to discuss?
You want a private time between the lawyers to discuss without the judge
No,
or
no, I
jury
mean like
present?
just
Oh yeah, I'm about
like
to
a little
start.
aftermath thing. Yeah,
If
yeah,
Goon
yeah.
does not have any more evidence or witnesses to provide, we will start open mic.
I do not think that any more evidence or witnesses would be necessary.
All right. So now we will start the segment now that all the evidence has been put out in the air that was decided to be provided by the defense and the prosecution as well. At this point in time, I would like to open the floor up to Goon, Turtle, and Mr. Mitt to express anything that they need to get off their chest in regards to the trial or anything that was said during the trial by them or any witness at this time. Feel free to speak now. Mitt, listen to your lawyer. Thank you.
Okay.
Goon, it
Yep.
seems pretty convenient that as your case was absolutely falling apart, that you just got, oh, this random guy hadn't been announced as one of your witnesses, came in with this damning evidence, which, by the way, wasn't even damning. Most of it can be disproven by just, oh, you don't have, like, there's no proof of that. He said, oh, she never had a dog. How would he know? He wasn't online. He said Mitt wasn't online. How would he know? He wasn't online. He said dogs can't be killed.
He
Hacks
can check
exist,
the
and yes,
Discord status.
we have an anti-cheat, but the anti-cheat isn't perfect, and we often get hackers. Anyway, Discord status. Would you care to
Mac,
click on my
can you
profile?
confirm that you get often hackers on your Minecraft server?
It's
There has
happened in the
been many
past.
times I've had hackers and also DDoSers as well. But also let it be known to the jury that Discord, what's it? What did you call it? Discord, like how they're what they're doing.
Playtime?
Yeah, that is
Oh,
in.
Discord can track playtime.
Yeah,
Would you care to click on my profile?
is an unreliable source.
Yes, I'm appearing as offline right now. That doesn't mean anything. Like it, he could have just pressed two buttons.
It also
and
says I've been
boom,
playing
no
Roblox for
status.
24 hours. I might have been like over here on the side monitor, been playing Minecraft, not Minecraft, Roblox the entire time. There's no proof of that though. So
Exactly.
that is not a reliable form of understandment. So that will be stricken from the record as well. Continue.
None of Kale's claims, because that's all they were. They were just claims. None of them can be proven with facts.
All of your facts aren't good quality.
Oh,
All
how
of them
so?
are out of all of your evidence is out of context photos that I'm gonna stop repeating myself. It's just you guys making it look bad when in all reality y'all go behind and do the same thing later. Ah, man.
Okay, but Mitt hates stars.
I don't
We've been
hate
over this.
stars.
Okay, but Mitt hates stars.
Oh my god.
He said it himself. Mitt hates stars. I
Pause.
hate
You need the
stars.
full context.
Pause. During this time, Twitch chat, if you have any questions that you would like to ask, please drop them in the Twitch chat right now, and we'll read a couple if they appear to the lawyers and the defense. Continue.
Also, Twitch chat, why did I see you come in with a pumpkin head on? I think that was kind of weird. I don't know.
I would like to say something.
I heard some
I like
commotion
how
going outside. I wonder if that had anything to do with you. Like 2 times. I don't know.
Yeah, that
Okay.
was weird.
I like how Lix is just casually ripping on me and Goon, but even though he asked to be my lawyer, not once, but twice.
Allegiances change. He's seen the facts. He's made up his mind.
When did he ask to be your lawyer?
Let me pull up the messages real quick.
I don't care. Just give me an estimate. Like how long ago?
Like
Was it before or after August 28th? That's my question.
oh yeah.
Yeah, it was
Before.
after, right? Dude, baloney. Sorry, keep going.
It was October 4th, 2024.
October 4th? Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
I think
You're
that's
welcome.
after.
Keep going.
Fine.
Don't stop talking now just because I'm interrupting. I'm here too.
Yeah, Mitt. What were you saying about Lix there?
Oh. That he just asked to be my lawyer?
Okay, but now he's seen all the facts and he clearly thinks you're guilty.
I
The
suppose.
damning evidence that you hate stars and Little Mac lies.
I do not hate stars nor Little Mac.
I don't feel like we're getting anywhere.
Besides, that with oh my god. Okay, the evidence that was shown that said, and I quote, "I hate Little Mac's guts," with some emoji. I've never said that.
That was an angry face emoji, by the way, and it
Besides,
kind of hurt my feelings. I almost started crying, and I was in silence the entire time. Just saying. Just saying.
Oh, you weren't checking your Instagram or Snapchat?
I don't check my Snapchat or
why
Instagram.
would I ever have a reason to hate Mac?
I don't know, because he banned you twice. Or no, was it 3 times?
It was like 3 times, but that's irrelevant.
No, you asked
Mac,
why you'd have a reason to hate him. That's 3 of them.
okay, I don't hate him for that, and I never
I
have.
didn't commit the murder, Your Honor. That's not
Okay.
proof.
Oh my, you're okay. You're just changing the entire subject now.
No, it's a metaphor.
Whatever.
All right, we got some Twitch chat questions rolling in that we're gonna read out real quick. Anyone feels free to answer these. In regards to the trial, I'm gonna read these now. Just some comments that we have in here. We'll start up here. I'm just gonna read some out. Lix also said that because he wanted in on the bit and wanted you banned. So in regards to Lix's testimony, apparently it was just for the bit, is what Kale is saying. If anyone wants to comment on that. Nope.
May I ask Kale Chill a question in Twitch chat?
You may ask Kale Chill a question, and we'll see if they respond. Well, I'm also gonna read this one really
Kale,
quick though. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. No, you go ahead first.
Lucy says, honestly, Mitt has grown up a bit from what I've seen. He asked me questions on Betterment, and he's behaved in my DMs and server. Go and ask your question.
All right.
You can't see me right
My
now, but
question-
I'm doing a victory emote right now.
My question to cocky. My question to Kale is, all that MS stuff aside, because we clearly disagree on that. Do you believe that Mitt was a good member of the server and should be unbanned?
Does anyone, we're gonna redo the question. Does anyone in Twitch chat right now think that Mitt was a quality member of the community and deserves to be unbanned? Also, that's the second question. Please make sure that your sentence is long enough to understand what question you're answering. Do you think that Mitt should stay banned and is a harm to the community? I just want to get a kind of general broad of what the Twitch chat thinks in this situation. Also, let it be known as well that I did hold a poll if Mitt should be banned, and the poll was yes, with 15 votes yes and 2 for no, and that was about 2 months ago.
To be frank, it was around the time where people just knew me for being horrible.
His trial wasn't hosted.
All right, we have a message from Kale. Mitt was a great member, honestly. He was kind to others most of the time, but like Turtle can suck and be annoying, but you also don't have to interact. He's had friends he wanted to
Oh my
hang
God.
with.
Holy shit. Kale is bipolar.
Lick says no. He was not a good member, and yes, he should remain banned. Let me ask this one question really fast to Mitt in regards to this. As we're pulling up on near the end of this trial to determine if Mitt will remain banned or have an 8th chance here. Mitt, who is your best friends in the Discord server?
My best friends?
In the Discord, in my Discord server that you want to come back to?
I would like to visit Goon, Lucy, CJ, K, I guess Stars, also Jesters.
I guess the person you hate.
All right, pause.
Oh my gosh.
Pause. We're ignoring the jury members because that's used to turn us away, so negate that. You gave me 3 first names. Those were Goon, who is your lawyer, who's obviously here today. Lucy, and Kay.
Yes.
Today is a very important day for you to determine if you're going to be banned. Where is Crazy K now to support you? Are they here?
Hang
on. Let me finish. Are they here supporting their friend, and whether or not they get unbanned or not? And your second number 1 spot, Your second number, well, this doesn't make any sense. Your second person you said was Lucy, who only just showed up now. Let's see, 3 hours into your court hearing. So out of the friends that you mentioned, 2 of them are on the jury and don't count as your friends. 1 of them has been here this entire time. Are you sure these people have your back and that you're here? Like, is that really the reason you're coming back? Is for them? Do they actually
Can I
support
say
you?
something? Mac?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I say something? Kay, she is probably busy with her child. Lucy has a job.
Lucy was working. Yeah, that's why they were
She is
here.
bu-
Yeah.
Lucy was where I was about to say
Yeah,
that.
I know that. For the sake
I
of the
was
trial,
about to
for the sake of the
I was
for the
about to
sake of
call
the
that
trial,
out.
though, for the sake of the trial, though, I have to be
Where are the content?
I have to be unknowledgeable of these things, so I need to just go in with just what's been presented today, in the call. This is just what I'm saying. I'm only presenting what's been brought today, not any of my forebone knowledge, because I have to be unbiased here. So, go ahead, Mitt.
And Kay was on earlier, but I suppose that she had to get off and help with her kid because currently the economy sucks. We can all agree on that, you know? And it's hard enough to take care of a kid and everything.
Cool. Nothing about this trial is unbiased. I think I've done pretty good at being unbiased. I've yelled at Turtle and Goon both equally, I feel like. All right. Any other questions from the Twitch chat? No, he was not a great member, and yes, he should remain banned. He was not in certain terms, but he has bettered himself in the time he's been gone. He was doing things to get the attention he craved, but he has time to settle down. Mitt is nice. I've never had a bad experience with him. Most he's done was victimless, and other people have done worse. Kay was indeed here earlier. I was at work. You know that? Yes, I know that, but I have to be objective here. Not objective. Whatever the word is. You know what I'm saying. Literally, that's what I've been saying, Lucy. Mac, do you like Mitt or do you want him banned because it's your friends on the jury and they'll do what you want? I have told them that they have to live with their decision here. I have told the jury for fairness they have the complete choice here in unregards to me. They are the Discord helpers, and the 3 I think were the least biased. Stars has literally no connection to Mitt whatsoever. Lucas was supposed to be on the jury. He has never met Mitt in his life. And CJ, I trust, can be as completely fair in all regards.
CJ is good friends
Mac,
with
may I say
both
something?
me and Goon.
Yes,
so
even
there's no-
Goon and Mitt have both admitted that CJ is a friend. So I tried to make sure the jury was completely fair, and I think I've done the best I could in regards to that. Mac, do you like Mitt? I don't think anyone is any lesser than anyone else, and everyone is equally on terms. We're all human beings on this planet, just trying to do the best for ourselves.
May I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
I would like to bring Jester's Shadow to the stand.
No.
Can't do
I
this.
do not have time for this.
Mitt,
We don't.
I am sorry. I am
Okay.
Mitt, you're
so
you're cut off.
tired.
You're cut off. Enough drinks for tonight. That's
I
crazy.
only had Pepsi today.
That's crazy. But no, in
What do you-
regards to whether or not I want Mitt banned or not, I will refrain from talking on that because I have to be a neutral party here and do not want to sway the vote either way. So I will refrain from answering that. I think if Mitt is returned back, I hope that he is a quality member of the community. If he is banned, I hope that he's able to better himself, to become a better person that he is currently allegedly striving to become. May I please come to the stand? I have evidence. I don't care whether he comes back or not, but he has improved as a person. I can agree he does seem he has improved as a person, but whether or not he deserves to be in the server is a question for CJ and Stars. All right, it is time for the last segment of this trial today, so we can get people into the beds. And I also have been holding pee for like 4 hours, and I really need to go to the bathroom. So
Recess.
nope, no recess.
We can wait.
No recess. It's time to move on to make sure I get this right. Okay, there's 2 more sections. They're super quick though. Does the jury? This is not usual for the court. But for the sake of my court, this is my country, I do what I want. Does the jury have any questions for anyone in this call currently?
Yes.
All right, CJ.
Question for Turtle first.
So
What do you have to say that both alleged witnesses of yours were apparently lying the entire time that the other side has shown?
Pause.
all right.
Pause. In regards to Emma, there is no proof of the lie. There was evidence brought forward, but we did not come to the conclusion that it was in fact a lie, because there is not enough evidence to support that claims. But it is highly suggested that Emma was lying. Yes. Continue.
Okay.
It is highly suggested by one witness, Kale, that she was lying, and you may notice that in this call, I am the only one on the prosecution side, whereas when Kale was in the call, were 3 people on the defendant's side. So although it may have sounded like, oh, it's definitely a lie, Emma was definitely lying, it sounded like that because there were 3 people saying she was, because that benefits those 3 people, and 1 person saying she wasn't. And also, just there's literally no proof that she was lying. And there is a screenshot of dog meat and a bone and a sign from it.
Proof of the dog ever existing in the first place.
Proof of the dog not existing. And the proof of the dog existing is Emma's statement, and there is none of the dog not existing.
Emma also admitted to the lies, though, as she herself said.
She didn't admit to a lie. She admitted that the dog was outside her house.
Well, about the entire thing, the message that Kale showed that Emma sent.
Emma, like I said earlier, I don't know if you heard because they were all talking over me, but Emma in my DMs said that she was joking. She immediately said, "Oh, that was a joke. I was joking. Me and Kale were just messing around."
You said the other side wasn't allowed to joke, therefore that same logic should be applied to you.
Well, on the contrary, the other side is the other side you're talking about here is Mish, who is literally the defendant. He has committed crimes before. That's why he's been banned 3 times, proving that he is untrustworthy. So I was saying, when he says he's joking, why should we believe him again? He just keeps breaking rules, and one of the rules in court is don't lie. How can we be sure he's not breaking that one? And Emma has never broken any rules on the server. Anything else?
I have a question for Goon now.
Sweet.
Goon.
Yeah.
How did you find this generic labs in the first place?
Good question. It's a great question. It's a really great question, honestly.
How did you happen to find a lab for Mitt that just so happens to have a name that ties so closely to your name? This random company from Algeria.
Okay, so if you look up the definition of the word generic, and the judge he just undipped. The word generic means generic, right?
Mhm.
So it's very common for another company to have that name. And I'm not saying that this is insane coincidences, but that is that is basically what I'm saying right now. I found them while I was browsing, surfing on the internet. I don't know, Craigslist. I kind of just trusted it.
Okay. And I have one question for Mitt.
Yes.
Can you swear, as you have already been under oath today, that if you join the server fully again and get unbanned, you will be a better person to everyone and not break rules?
Yes, I solemnly swear that I will become a better citizen than what I was before.
Okay.
You have to say of Little Land.
Of Little Land.
Okay.
Are we done with our questioning now?
Stars, do you have any questions on this matter?
Someone turned off Stars.
I just think she's at work.
Stars is at work and muted, but they're sending messages to CJ. I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
She says, for clarification, he will be immune to punishment.
If he... Okay. There's 2 outcomes here, Chad. There's only two outcomes available. One, he is understood as a low quality member of the community, not accepted, and has caused too much pain and remorse, and broke too many rules, and is banned in all accounts on all platforms forever.
Oh.
That is the one option.
She asks, will he be immune to punishment if he joins back?
Let me finish. The second option is he gets unbanned and is allowed to come back to the server. In this scenario, he will be on probation. He will be allowed back, but with the most singular hiccup, instantly removed. Instantly.
Okay.
Because I can attest he has broken very, very many rules. And I've had long, extensive conversations with my moderators about him in the past. But if he is accepted back, he will not be punished for what he has done in the past. He'll only be punished for what he does moving forward. So all punishments for current actions and past actions will be negated but not forgotten. That is the two options that we have. Do the prosecution and defense agree to these terms?
Sure.
Yep.
Okay. Any further questions from the jury before I send y'all privately to make y'all's decision?
I do not have any. I will see if she does.
All right. I'm giving you 30 seconds. If we have to rerun the vote, that vote was just out of curiosity. If it is a one of them agrees one way, one agrees the other way, and is a 50-50, we will send it to Twitch chat to vote as the third party. If that is the case, but we will do a revote in that scenario.
She has no more questions.
No more questions. All right. Now, all the evidence has been brought forward in the prosecution of Mitt versus Little Land. All the witnesses have been questioned, and now the decision is up to the jury. I will accept no further comments or questions from any of the members on the panels or Mitt himself as the jury decides on what they will do. Either Mitt will be banned forever or will be accepted back under conditions. If everyone understands, I'm going to server deafen. And y'all can either leave the call or y'all can just message about it and then provide me a verdict in about 2 minutes. Sound good? Very cool.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right, chat. All right. So during this time, CJ and Stars are in fact discussing whether or not Mitt should be banned. Now, I tried to be as completely not in putting myself in, but honestly, it's my community. I obviously am gonna have opinions on these things, and I hope that either side, no matter who wins, if he gets banned or unbanned, either way, I hope that it all works out in the best way. I hope everyone had fun. I think it's pretty fun. Obviously, I can't do this with every person that gets banned, but Mitt is a special case. You know, I like Mitt as a person. He's funny. But yeah, at the end of the day, I enjoyed the trial thing. Was kind of fun. I kind of enjoy the trial thing. I am curious on how this goes though for Mitt today. It was a good stream. It was fun. I enjoyed it. It wasn't binding. Lix was telling him though. Didn't tell him to do anything. We're bringing friends to persuade the vote. Okay, that's crazy. First of all, but bring your friends in here. Yeah, I honestly did not think the trial would take this long. I can't imagine actually going to a real trial now. I was like, ooh, I want to be on I want to be like on jury duty. That'd be so fun. No, holy crap, no, it would not be fun. This is work. This is work if I've ever seen it before in my life. This is what I call this is work. Okay, dude, that's crazy. It did not tell Cass to do anything. Okay. Who do you think won? If you're allowed, who do you think won? The decision has been made, so I am open to comment. Before we get into the actual verdict, though, Turtle was way more professional. Way more professional. Had a lot of evidences. Had witnesses, whether they were good or not. But I felt like he was lacking. I feel like his evidence was lacking the meat I was expecting because, listen, Mitt has broken so many dang rules. So many rules. And if it was any other person that I didn't know, they'd be banned 10 times over. You know, if we're being completely fair. They've been banned 10 times over, broke so many rules, made some people uncomfortable, said things. So, like, I think there was more evidence there that could have been brought to the table, but I think Turtle wanted to keep it more lighthearted, not so serious, and bring up some, like, serious issues, so I can respect that. Goon was not prepared at all, but Goon did great. He's young, he doesn't have that Harvard, background like Turtle does. But all in all, I think they both did really good with presenting their teams. Mitt was very respectable in the way that he was quiet and didn't interrupt as much. And all in all, the witnesses were great, and I had a good time. But it's time to decide: will Mitt be banned, or will he be accepted back with open arms? It's a good question. Here we go. I am now undeafened.
Oh.
All right. Tonight is the night. CJ, if you'd please present the jury's final decision.
If you want to make it more dramatic, there are 3 counts that he was charged with.
There are 3 accounts.
Yep.
3 counts. Remind me the counts, Turtle.
Yeah. They were sorry, let me get my Word document up.
You get the word out, so we know the exact what it is.
They were 1, breaking every rule on the precious Discord server known as Little Land.
They did admit to doing that, yes.
Almost.
They did admit to doing that. 2, ban evasion through a fake account.
They did admit to doing that.
And 3, most importantly and worst of all, being annoying. What a loser, right?
Mitt,
Oh,
have you been annoying before? Mitt, have you been annoying?
Well, it depends on the individual.
Okay, that's a yes. All right.
Depends what they-
So they technically they have admitted to all
admitted to all 3.
They have been admitted to all 3, which is diabolical, first of all. So if this goes a certain way, I'll be surprised. But nonetheless, it is up to the jury. Let's see what the jury decided. CJ, the floor is yours, CJ.
After much deliberation, and in regards to all the evidence brought forth during this trial, it was one full of twists, trials, tribulations, deceit, and lots of zany antics. We the jury, find the defendant, Mr. Mitt, not guilty.
Let's
and that He
go.
has served his time.
Let's
Should be brought back.
Goon, calm down. Calm down.
Sorry.
I hereby decree that in the term of the trial of Mitt versus Little Land, there will be no punishments, and he'll be accepted and unbanned and returned back to the community as a fellow Discord member.
I am a man of my word, and I did wager me being in the server on me winning for fun. So goodbye, everyone.
But whatever, bro.
It's been fun. It's been fun.
Mitt, you will be
It's been
unbanned.
very fun.
There's the gavel sound. You'll be unbanned, but under the condition, silence in my court. I'm speaking unless you want to lose this really fast, Mitt. Under the condition you'll be accepted in, you will break 0 rules. One single misstep, you're falling down the hill. You still have the ankle monitor on, okay? You're not guilty. You're definitely guilty, but your sentence is lesser. Okay? Please,
I understand.
for the love of everything in the universe, try not to bother people. Try not to annoy people. Try not to cause problems, okay? You're being accepted back in, but it doesn't mean everyone is going to accept you immediately, okay? You're going to expect some backlash. There are people that are going to be upset at you. There's going to be people that's mad at you. There's some people that really don't like you, and trust me, they are out there, okay? So don't expect to be cozy and rainbows when you get back, all right?
Oh, I know.
I support the jury in their decision, but while you're there, please do your best to grow and be the best person you can possibly be as you're back, okay? You've been gone for 6 months-ish, we'll assume. Please, make it worth it that you're still fighting to get back in for whatever reason, dang it. Okay, Mitt?
All right.
All right, we're going to do one more thing. We're going to bring you up onto the witness stand, and we are going to have you do what I like to call a pledge. Okay?
All right. I pledge allegiance.
Not
to the
that
flag.
pledge. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Listen. You're let back in for 1 second. Holy crap, dude.
Oh, Mitt. By the way, this
Yes,
may not
sir.
be the best time to mention this, but you kind of owe me some money.
That's great.
And,
You
legal.
do, you do
much?
owe him money. All right, Mitt.
Uh,
All right, silence. Mitt, please place your hand on the Bible. Right hand on the Bible, left hand up. Repeat after me. I,
Okay.
Mitt,
I, Mitt,
vow on everything in the universe,
vow on everything in the multiverse,
my entire existence on Discord,
my entire existence on Discord,
Twitch, and every other platform,
Twitch, and every other platform,
will strive my best to be the best version of myself I can be.
would strive to become the best version I could be.
I will accept this grace given to me by the jury,
I will accept this grace given to me by the jury,
and I will not take it for granted,
and I will not take it for granted,
and I will not be an annoying little jerk in the Discord.
and I won't be a little annoying jerk in the Discord.
I will be a better person, and I'll be better than who I was.
I will be a better person, and I will be a better person on who I was.
So
before.
please help me, Jesus Christ above, for the love of God. You can say that. Go.
So help me, Christ,
Yep.
Jesus Christ, and above. So help me God.
Thank you very much. Mitt, I will
problem.
shortly have you unbanned after the stream is ended, and we will have you accepted back into the community.
Okay.
Thank you very
can I
much.
talk real quick?
You can talk.
Victory.
Okay. Anyways.
That's what. Oh.
Anyways, thank you all guys for coming out to the court hearing. Mitt will be unbanned. If you have a complaint about it, send it to Lexi Elite because I don't want to hear it. The jury has made this decision, and we'll move forward with Mitt. Please don't be a jerk to him if you like him or not. Keep it to yourself. Just like I don't like you, but I don't tell you every single
Jeez.
day. Ben Ballin that you. I'm kidding, Ben Ballin. You're great. So Marvel Rivals. I'm not playing Marvel Rivals right now, dude. I'm going to
So
bed.
Marvel Rivals question.
I'm not playing Marvel. I'm not playing Marvel
My bad.
Rivals. Any final statements
Good night,
from
guys.
anyone in call? If you don't
I
have any final
haven't left
statements?
this room in 3 hours.
It's actually been
I
3
really
hours and
need-
20 minutes.
I really need sleep. Good night, guys.
Good night,
All right,
Turtle.
night,
Have a
Turtle.
wonderful evening. Have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful night. Mitt, goodbye.
Good.
Goodbye.
Good night.
Goodbye, Mitt.
Bye.
Goodbye, Mitt. Goodbye.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye, Mitt. Good night. Good night.
Goodbye.
Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye. All right. I left the call. Chat. That is Mitt versus Little Land. You witnessed today. Those 3 hours of your life you're not gonna get back. Where we decided if we were gonna ban Mitt or not. Honestly, if I'm being real, I expected Mitt to get banned. But the evidence wasn't strong enough this time around. And Goon was able to. I don't know how Goon pulled it off. I didn't expect it. I can't lie, but he did somehow pulled it off, and that was unexpected. In every, so unexpected. But Mitt will be unbanned. So, Mac, I'm checking strays. Okay. Good night. I enjoyed it. There will worth it. Completely changed my mind if I'm honest. Yeah, be nice to Mitt. We'll see if he does good. If he does bad, don't just get rid of him again. And we're not holding a second trial. I thought it'd be fun to do a trial. Mitt wanted it. I was like, you know what? It'd be good content. So we'll see. But yeah, that's all I have for you today. Thank you guys for coming to Little Mac live stream. I should have a video coming out this weekend, another video halfway through this week, and hopefully this VOD will be done editing by the end of the next week. That we can watch it probably on Friday if you want just the meat itself. So that should be done by then. With that being said, have a wonderful night, and I'll see you guys on Monday for Minecraft Monday. See you guys there, guys. Have a good night, everyone. Have a good night. Have a good night. Have a good night. Have a good one. Have a good one. Have a good night now. Have a good night now. I'll see you guys. I'm your judge. Have a wonderful night. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye. Bye bye now.